Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today?
Hello.
Timing.
Well.
Well,
It isn't the consequences of my own actions.
If it isn't the actions of my own consequences. Wait, what?
It's D&D day.
It's
If
D&D.
only consequences were actions.
Yeah. Consequences are actually technically reactions, according to the DM's guide on page 263. You could execute a consequence with your reaction, but only one per turn. Sorry. I had like a little. I had mustache in my nose. I was itching, and then so part of it was me doing the nerdy voice, but another part of me was like, okay, get this out of my nose. You know,
My
this
glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
I can see without my glasses. I just can't see well without my glasses.
I like the Johnny Bravo version of that. My glasses. Yeah,
My
see without my
glasses.
glasses.
Do the monkey with me.
That's a that is my God. That is a classic. That is a there we go. Ao. What currently?
Ao in IO.
Ao and IO. Let me activate this real quick because I see we're still in the. I guess I
mama.
arrived over in the evening hours when you guys arrived at the Evergarden.
Oh yeah.
And you were exploring, doing all sorts of things. You know, the story's
There's
over
so many
here,
potions.
Yeah.
but you guys are over here.
You guys only got a couple of days.
Uh,
You put
Yeah,
a location right next to the story and you called it the Evergarden.
Yeah. I mean,
So, like,
I
kind of
don't-
on you, bud.
Yeah, you know.
I think SciFri had a very good point, actually.
I absolutely love that until I somehow managed to move the story into the Evergarden and go, there's no escape. You could never escape the story. No, it's today should be a fun session. I will give you guys a heads up. There may be some stressful moments that may happen during
Oh,
today's
no.
session.
Oh,
so
hell
just,
yeah. Getting
I'm
right back
really-
into it.
Fighto.
I'm really glad I slept 3 hours.
just FYI, just right. No. It's when I say stress, I don't mean like fight, like, oh, it's going to be a tough fight. Like, there are elements that you are entering into that may be very stressful to you. So
I'll just do what I usually do in stressful situations and disassociate.
yeah, there you go.
I'm just going to go take a nap.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. You know, you absolutely do what you got to do. But let's do a kind of a brief recap of where how you guys got over here. After clearing out the gate over to the breach of Faewunder and making friends with a lovely fey creature by the name of Almangil. You guys have disturbed the ritual long enough for the shadow to breach past the weakened tear in Faewunder over into our prime plane here in Io, where you have, for very good reason, are now looking for more materials for healing potions, things that you guys can arm yourself in before you descend into the ritual site over in this abandoned area. You guys have passed through and traveled where you've encountered with a trapped owlbear. We will take note that Vidalia got pierced with a lovely critical hit. Yeah, from the owlbear. But after there's a really creative way that you guys released the owlbear, and I cannot recall it right now.
It was the Skagzag plush.
Exact bang.
That's what it was.
Use the Skagzag plush to create a fog cloud and then snuck up behind it.
Yeah. Well, and then Kagami, being the only super stealthy character in the party, was sort of like, I got this.
I got this,
Just
and yeah.
took care of it.
I got this.
You got it. You took care of it, and it was mint and wonderful. So after freeing the owlbear and being rewarded with its power, you guys continue deeper into the striped jungle, where eventually you make place to the Evergarden. The Evergarden itself is ruins upon ruins, the best way that I can describe that, because it was once belonged to the elves thousands of years ago, perhaps during the beginnings of Io's history. Before the orcs came and destroyed it all, but there really wasn't any orc architecture or infrastructure here. This was once just belonged to elves from a long, long time ago. So while the Evergarden ruins sort of shows where from time and history, it does with a careful study, a great battle has taken place here. Recalling a time from there, the wonderful Pandora kind of began to investigate a little bit with the interest of alchemy in the hopes to help her friend Ribeye. Really wants to go ahead and try and get to work on, potions and making things so that she can help her friends. You find the Evergarden blooms that some of them have opened, most of them have closed, and discovered that when you make potions, specifically of the healing variety here in the Evergarden, you can double the output, allowing you to create a multitude of healing potions, but only at the Evergarden. Further investigation revealed that there is a cavern that descends deeper into the Evergarden that you guys decided you wanted to explore. So does that cover everything? Point.
I believe
Yes.
so, yes.
Yeah.
Everything in my
Not
notes.
to mention that our friend here is like a musician now.
Yes. One
Yeah,
dude.
up-and-coming musician Almond Gill.
Almond One Dude Guild. That is absolutely correct. I also want to let you know that Alchemy got a little bit of a glow up since our last. By the way, you're going to hear this a lot. I'm constantly working, polishing on systems. Nothing's ever finished. We're always in a beta phase.
Best way.
Yeah.
Best way.
Alchemy has improved a little bit with just a slightest bit of complexity. Nothing too big. When you make potions now, you get to choose you first get to either purchase or make a base for the potion. And then from there, you can add properties to enhance upon it. So when you're making bases for potions, you can start, if you want to go just cheap and easy, you make a default base. It literally does nothing. However, other bases include things such as healing, which is your basic healing potion that you would make, the 2d4 plus 2 healing. That is, you can make a healing base and then apply an uncommon property, whether it's to enhance the healing property, or you can add, for example, an advantageous property. So the potion will now heal, but also you gain an advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw when you consume. So it allows for a lot of customization with potions that you can make.
Love that.
When I made the potions last session, remind me, was it like blacksmithing and stuff where we also lost money? I can't remember.
Yes, it was 50 credits to make 2 healing potions.
Okay.
That you succeeded with the check, and because you had the ingredients of the Evergarden blossoms, your output doubled to 4. So you actually made 4 potions for technically the price of one market price of a potion, which is pretty awesome. But there are also a lot of cool bases that you could work on and create, and things that you can discover. Creating bases
canonically,
yes.
Pandora didn't fully understand that it's because of the Evergarden, and she fully just thought she nailed it her first try and made 4 potions.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
She's like on cloud 9 right now.
So I do want to let you know that when you decide to excuse me, it got the talky burpees. When you do decide if you wish to expand upon your alchemical knowledge, the healing potions that you've created, or any healing potion that you currently have, as long as it's a base healing potion, counts as a base. So you can start enhancing some of these healing potions for additional effects, including additionally healing. But of course, you'll have to discover these properties through experimentation. And you'll have to wait for the next day because you've already completed your project for the day. Does that make sense?
Loves experimenting. Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
I just want to say you're a genius. I love it. I love keywords and like having all this flexibility. It's a big thing. I love it as a fellow designer. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Thank you.
It's great work. Killer work.
Brett is a very good DM. Yeah.
Stop. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. It's just, as all of us, when we hear kind things, we're just like, no.
None of us can take compliments. It's okay.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like, I'm actually thinking about that. It's like, how come we can't just be like, oh, thank you so much, and then move
we all
on?
hate ourselves.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Giving compliments to each other we're all very good at that. It's just accepting them for ourselves. That it's the hard part.
there's
I'm
such
working through this in therapy. And I just want you all to know that there's nothing wrong with you. Society really loves to tell us that our wins are for other people to celebrate, but not for us, and that's fucked up. But it's okay. We will figure it out eventually.
That does make sense, because it does, when you're like proud of something, you almost feel like you're bragging and being a piece of shit, because you're like, oh, look at this thing I really like that I made and I'm proud of myself for. Yeah. Interesting, man. Did not expect the mental deep dive on today, but if
welcome to the psychological portion of this D&D show.
I mean,
it's going to be a stressful one.
Exactly.
Talk about PTSD. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I was like, yeah, any campaign. If any campaign would do it, it probably would be this one. So that is interesting. It really gives you something to think about. No, in a positive.
Listen, I need my weekly hit of camp RP.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. The wholesome camp RP.
Yeah, where's the campfire? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so are you guys ready to dive into the Evergarden?
Hell yeah.
So you're about to say, are you guys ready to die? But yes.
Yeah, well.
Are you ready to die?
Let's go.
Better get ready to die. Get ready to die.
This wind, I'm visiting England right now, and it's so hot and there's no AC, but this wind's making me feel it because there's a fan right behind me. I feel like I'm like really immersed.
You're flying.
Yeah.
Speaking of psychological.
Do you wanna die?
Here we are. All right. Let's descend into here.
Is there a way to set boundary to night mode, because it's in like some blinding light on this computer?
It feels like night mode.
It should be that by default.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'm fine.
Maybe somebody in chat will be able to be like,
yeah, I mean, so if I'm looking at this, right, and I'm like, this looks like night mode. This looks like night mode to me.
Yeah.
So maybe there's
if
something.
you want to super quickly download Dark Reader extension, that might help. That's what I use. But
I'm too afraid
it turns everything in
so
night
I'll
mode.
just be blind. It's okay.
No, okay.
worries.
Don't be blind. Don't do that. But if I'll look into it and figure something out. Because I don't know. I think this is something I set up a long time ago, and I don't have the answer for you now. So I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
So
let's go.
We
Did I gave a potion to everyone except for Ribeye, and then I gave the last one to myself.
Currently looking.
I'm a liability.
I have one in my inventory, and I used mine in the Almond Guild
Dark
fight.
Reader.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have one in my inventory as well.
So Vidalia has 2, Gloria has 1. Looking at everyone's inventory, we've got none for Ribeye. We've got. Oh yeah, I need to turn your unarmed strike into the. You don't add your modifier, correct? Oh my god, this is so weird. Anyways,
I think monks do.
Wait, they add their modifier to their offhand?
Cooley, you're right. Thank you.
Not to their offhand, I don't think, because you get martial arts anyway. Because martial arts adds it anyway.
Yeah, martial arts.
You make an attack with. It's just another unarmed strike with full bonus.
Yeah. You can just do a normal unarmed strike as a bonus action with martial arts. It's not offhand.
Yeah, there's literally no point in dual wielding as a monk.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I got a little confused with that recently. So interesting. So if you do, sometimes
I have to take the attack action with either an unarmed strike or a monk weapon.
Gotcha.
Then I can make an unarmed strike as a bonus.
And then that unarmed strike as a bonus is not does not considered offhand. Okay, cool.
No.
Right, and
because an offhand attack is also a bonus action. Yeah, and then you get 2 anyway. It's
beautiful.
Bonus action. Done.
Yeah. Good to know. All right.
Mark, I'm sorry. Remind me. You said you have one in your inventory. One
I
potion
do,
in your
yes.
inventory. Okay.
Looks like everyone has one, at least one, except Ribeye.
Okay.
And it looks like Vidalia has 2 in her inventory.
Okay.
Vidalia also, just so we're fully aware of this, is going into this dungeon injured. So because of the
Ow.
owlbear. Yes.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. Just so you are aware, as you kind of like descend down into the stairwell underneath this cavern, you'll begin to look around to see the desolate ruins, of course, scattered all across this region, as the cavern itself will become especially darker for those that do not have dark vision. The only source of light that you see is literally coming from upstairs, because that is the sun from up there just beaming down in there. But as you continue deeper into the cavern, you'll immediately see just the pitch darkness at this point. Okay, so with dungeon exploration, oh my god, I think this is the first dungeon that this party has done.
First dungeon!
Yeah.
Let's
I don't know
go.
if yeah.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Be cautious with how you move. If any events happen, including encounters, and your token is somewhere back here for whatever reason, I will consider that.
I'll hang near the back.
Yeah, I will consider that to be where it is when the encounter starts.
Okay, so we gotta make sure that we're moving as everyone else is moving.
Exactly.
Okay.
Move
Okay.
cautiously. I would advise that. Also, when you're doing checks for traps, your trap checks will will usually look up to a certain radius, and sometimes dungeons will have hidden traps. Mainly, they are, and also just because I'm a little stinker, some dungeons have no traps whatsoever. But I want to make you paranoid. This token right here signifies that there's a trap. I have now hit it. And so if Ribeye, walks over there, I go, and then I reveal the trap. That means you have activated.
That's a big trap.
Yeah, that means you've activated.
Yugi boy.
You've activated the trap, and I will explain what happens in there. Typical things could be like cavern goes in, pitfalls, all sorts of stuff. Your investigation checks do take time. They're not something that you can do very swiftly, but you can do an investigation check, and it usually checks up to a certain area. Typically, the area would be the room you're in, if there's a hallway or anything like that, and it pinpoints where the trap is. You guys are aware of your investigation rolls, so you can go ahead and see for yourself if you're feeling kind of confident or not confident. I will not be giving you any result. I will let you know if you find something or if you don't find something. Yeah, without further ado. Also, I will tend to pause if an event is happening. If something happens, I'll pause the game and explain what happens and resume pause. But while the pause is not happening, you guys are free to move about as you are. Just be cautious of where you are. If for some reason you're having some sort of connection issue or you're having trouble keeping up with there, you can literally be like, Pandora can be like, I am always 5 feet away from Vidalia, and like I will make sure that if something happens, then that is what it do. Okay? Okay.
I'm sorry, I have one last question.
Please.
I also have a question.
Yes.
All of my second level spell slots have been used, but I don't, at least that's what it says on my sheet, but I don't remember.
It might have been a thing. I see your first level spells have been used as well. What kind of, you didn't use any spells today, so I'm going to replenish that back to 4.
Okay.
And yeah, you're good. Anyone else has resources that have been spent?
Kind of see. I think all I did was use my animal thing.
I have all my
handling.
key points.
All right, then we're good to go. Also, just FYI, when it comes to NPCs, Almond-Gil will have a default set of actions that they will do. However, if you would like to command Almond-Gil to do something, you'll have to spend a bonus action to do that. So if you're like, Almond-Gil, heal me, he's like, very well. And then, or they're like, very well. And then, but you have to spend your bonus action just like you do with many
It's like
minions.
a summon creature and stuff like that.
Exactly. But Almond-Gil does have a default set of moves that they'll do within combat, but that is what the NPC. Yeah, but they'll roll initiative. They'll do all sorts of stuff, and good times. I have your question, please.
I have 2 out-of-game questions and then one question I want to ask when we kind of get into the game.
Okay.
With things like investigation and perception, like how much is things like passive perception, like do we basically need to, like if we go in a room, like we have to be like, okay, let's check for traps, or is like if we get close enough and our passive's high enough, will you kind of be like, oh, just like that's a thing that different DMs do, and I don't know how you do it, so I want to check.
If something is a little more if something is a little bit more like what's the best way to describe it? If something's a little bit more obvious, then yeah, passive perception will do. But typically with traps,
hidden.
Yeah, but typically it's just more like you're seeing like a potential weakness within the wall, potential pitfall, things of that nature. So you don't have to worry about that.
And then do we has Almengil told us what they can do, or do we have like a rough idea of like the rough things that they can do? Like, can they heal? Can they like use other spells and stuff?
If you would like to have a conversation with Almengil, you may.
Okay. Sure.
That can be revealed to you through RP, but all you can do now is just go off of what you've either seen. But of course, nothing will stop you from asking them.
Nice.
And then did you have another question?
Yeah, so this one is as sort of we get down this, I'm going to switch over to Gloria now. Would Gloria, having been like a member of the Historia Guild and having researched these kind of ruins and things like that before, could I make a check, I'm assuming a history check or something like it, to sort of know, like, has she read up about like reports or accounts of these kinds of ruins and what kind of traps or guardians or dangers we might come across? Like, could I make a check for something like that?
Yeah, go ahead and do a history check, and I'll give you some more information of what potentially you can find. Let's see what you got. Ooh, 21. Very good.
21.
Nice.
As usual, Gloria's skill checks very high.
Yeah,
so very low.
So with your connection, with Gloria's connection with the Sogu Historia Guild, a lot of reports that have come in within these ruins, mainly of reanimated undead, specifically of the orcish variety. A lot of the traps that have been set are either just completely fallen apart traps that orcs have set up hundreds of years ago. So for the most part, very rarely will you encounter a trap in working order. However, especially when it comes to ruins and caverns and underground stuff, there are a lot of natural hazards, including pitfalls, collapsing walls that'll kind of like change the shape of like the way the caverns work. So just be careful here. I will let you know with your 21 in one of the logs that you may have read in a little while ago. As some of the historians have ventured over to the west, there is a small group of Sogu historians that never returned, and there were going to be some search parties there, and you're kind of within the vicinity of that. So it's fair to say, as you kind of begin to ponder it, a slight concern that the farther west you go in this region,
the more dangerous.
Correct.
Okay, so I think Gloria's like, okay, everyone, before we go any further, I just want to let you know, my job as a historian and an archaeologist, I've sort of I've read a lot about these places, and it might not be the case here, but we should be on the lookout for undead creatures, not like Mr. Ribeye, but sort of more aggressive, horrible, spooky undead, likely orcs or maybe some elves, maybe. And also these kind of caverns, it's very old. There can be sort of natural hazards like pits and collapsing walls and things like that. And I think maybe some historians may have gone missing around this area. So just some things to maybe consider, and we should definitely proceed carefully. Okay?
Yeah, so we don't want to go missing.
Nope.
So perhaps, what if we left a trail to make sure we get back the way we came?
Yeah, I mean,
Trail of what?
Ribeye pulls a loaf of bread out of his backpack.
Yes. I love this idea.
An old stale loaf of bread.
Yeah, like a baguette that he took from before that these guys met him.
I also have like some. I've got some parchment and some charcoal sticks that I use to make notes. I can try and sort of keep a rough map as we're exploring. But yeah.
I love having smart friends. This is wonderful.
This is all just stuff I was taught. So it's. I don't know.
Sorry,
I didn't do that. I think
that was me. That happens sometimes. Unfortunately, the num key when I try to type a number just moves people, so kind of sucks, but that's okay.
Look at me, I'm dancing.
Okay, well, maybe just okay. But yes, we should be very careful. I mean, somebody who's maybe got is good at spotting things. Be on the lookout for sort of, broken pieces of stone or things that might collapse on us or things like that. Okay.
I can't see anything in here. It's too dark.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna be
also
very,
a problem.
I'm not going to be very helpful considering he takes his index and middle finger and like kind of clicks it into his eye sockets.
I think that I might have decent eyeballs. Maybe I could.
Can you see in the dark?
Does anybody have a light?
I can, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare any spells for light, but
a lot of torch over
I
here.
can see in the dark. So perhaps I will lead.
Yeah, I
Take
can
a
also.
torch out of my pack and light it.
All right, Kagami is currently
Mr.
lighting.
Kagami can do that.
Kagami is going to go ahead and spend an action to light up.
I also
a
have some
torch.
torches, but I think that Mr. Kagami, because you can fight with sort of, one hand and your fists and your feet and things like that. So maybe it's good if you carry the torch, because I've got shield and sword and all that kind of thing. So
Kagami has lit a torch. Looking in your inventory, one of your torches will now be used. 10 goes down to 9. And what else are you? And are you also lighting a torch, Gloria?
No, I'm gonna save it until if we get split up or if like Kagami's torch gets taken or something like that. I'll try and take it, but because I need my shield and
with the shield.
I need both hands. So yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Unless I can hold a torch in my shield hand, I don't know.
That is unfortunately
I gotta have
not
mage hand.
possible.
Yeah.
We make a.
Well, yeah, if the
with
shield
a
is
torch
strapped
over
to
it.
the arm, maybe. No, it's fine.
She's holding the torch in her mouth.
Let's go ahead and get some.
Also, why didn't I take a light spell or something? Am I just stupid? Yes.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, no, I'm
I'm the same way.
exact thing. Ooh, also, can I start
do
my
have
star
Eyes of
barrier?
Ooh, good idea.
Sorry, there. Yeah. Who? What? What's up?
Sorry. I think I would light my star, or not light, but I would cast my star barrier on myself.
I have already placed it upon you since we agreed that you will always have your star barrier on as part of your ritual.
King shit. All right, sick.
And then I'm just checking, Brett. I have a thing called Eyes of Faewunder, which is dim light doesn't impose disadvantage. So that's just, that's not dark vision, right? It's its own thing. Yeah, it's like a low light vision thing. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. All right.
Alright.
With the torch lit, the game unpaused. You're free to explore.
I'm scared.
Well, let's maybe me and Mr. Kagami can move ahead, and then maybe we can have Mr. Armengil and maybe Miss Vidalia protect the rear, and then Pandora and Mr. Ibai kind of stay in the middle of us, okay?
Just so you guys are aware, Almengil will always be within your vicinity because I'm doing DM shit and NPC shit. I'll be moving him around as we continue to go on.
This music's a vibe.
Pandora hands Armengil the pan flute again, and she says, "Just in case something goes wrong, doot."
Very well. All right.
Hey, Kagami, if you sort of take the lead maybe, and I'll just try and kind of keep in step.
Okay.
Because I want SciFri to take the responsibility of picking
You guys begin to turn around the corner. Feel free to keep moving. If you see anything out of the ordinary that you'd like to point out, let me know, and I will let you know what you see.
I do see something, but I don't know if I'm supposed to see it.
If your character sees it, then you do see it.
I think Gloria temporarily gets distracted by all these ruins.
Hey,
All right. So something has been seen.
Gloria's like, ooh, look at what Hulmes. This architecture is very old.
I'm just. Kagami's just gonna point to the north.
Do you say that too?
You don't see that?
Pandora has
see
already got
nothing.
her crossbow ready, and she's shaking in her boots, quite literally.
All right.
It's like the scene from Jurassic Park. It's like the one guy sees the dinosaur and then turns the other person's head to look at it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hi, DM here. I gotta do a DM thing.
No.
So off to the north, you'll see a strange tree enroot itself upon the ground. It shifts itself slightly as you guys continue your approach within the cavern, as a strange crimson substance leaks as some red sap. It's suspicious, and to feel uneasy would be a normal reaction.
Gil, do you know what
I
that
feel
is?
uneasy.
Something's up with that
I feel
tree.
suspicious.
Okay.
So should we preemptively attack? Maybe get a surprise round on that thing, or does it see us too?
I just wonder if Gil knows what
I mean,
it is.
it's a tree.
Oh,
I
Gil.
think asking Gil's a really good idea. If any of you have seen anything like that before.
And Gil will turn over to the north and say, well, that creature is not native to my vale. I am unfortunate.
Must be something from our realm.
It's unfortunate I do not have the knowledge upon this. I wish I could be of more help.
Okay.
Let's hope it's from our realm and not the shadow.
Well,
I'm not very good at moving quietly, so I could move a bit closer, and if it reacts violently, maybe you guys are ready to, cast spells or shoot bows or anything like that.
Don't do what I did.
yeah, perhaps we could all
see.
ready an action to attack if it becomes aggressive towards you.
Yeah. I mean, that's my job. My job is to try and sort of protect you guys, so I'm happy to do that.
Oh, I could always walk up to maybe 20 feet ahead of us and see what happens when I slap it with Mage Hand.
If you do that, I'll come. I'm gonna come with you though, because I want to make sure I'm there to try and protect you.
Okay.
All right, just a little reminder, Ribeye. Everyone has health potions but you, so let's just be careful.
I'm trying. I'm gonna keep my distance. Okay, that's why I'm sending the Mage Hand out.
I'll go with him.
All right.
I'll go with him.
And I will be close behind at the ready.
Question, Brett.
Yes.
Does Mage Hand have to be in the square in order to interact with something, or does it have to be next to it?
It depends on the range that you have with that. Let me pause and go ahead and take a quick look.
Mage Hand has a 30-foot range.
Spectral floating hand appears. The hand lands for the duration. Dismiss it up. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use your hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door, stow or retrieve an item from an container. So yes, it has to be essentially 5 feet away to do something. It has reach.
Be right next. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it has reach. Yep.
So that means I can. Oh, the game is paused.
Yeah, you can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you stay. The hand can't attack 8 feet or carry anything more than 10 pounds.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay,
So,
Roger. Ow, I
move.
just freaking stabbed myself with a straw. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I am. As soon as Ribeye moves up, I am basically going to be moving in step with him as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
So
think
I'm gonna move next to you guys, but I am gonna move another 5 feet up.
Okay.
That's fine. I will also move 5 feet.
And
up with you.
I'm gonna be close behind under these trees, and I have my crossbow at the ready to shoot.
I'll hang
if
out
it
with
attacks.
Pandora and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just also, you guys saw last time. If you're within 5 feet of me and you get hit, I can reduce damage that you take, but you have to be within 5 feet of me. So make sure if you are worried about being hit, stay as close to me as possible.
I'm gonna cast. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay. So let me go ahead and just get a little token for Mage Hand, which is probably
This has
something
like such Baldur's Gate vibes where we're like all shuffling forward and then we stop and it's like, right, I'm gonna try and slap this thing and like try and lure it out and stuff.
Give me
That's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
uno momento. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I get this.
I think
What do you guys
Sure,
think this
creepy
thing
enough.
is?
Oh no, it looks really scary.
Here's the
Like a
thing.
spooky face.
Well, actually, no, I'll just talk as Pandora. I've never seen a tree that looks like it could easily end my life. Sorry, Gil.
Oh, it kind of that. Oh,
Gil
the
will-
red and black. Oh.
Gil will acknowledge with a nod.
I have suspicions as to what that red sap could be, if it is indeed not sap.
Well, maybe it's kind of like the owl bear. Well, where it's tough on the outside, but it's, there's something nice inside. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. So with the Mage Hand, let me go ahead and give you control of this, so you can free to move it around. This will be Tom. You are an owner, and then I'm also going to just. It's like a tiny hand, right?
Yeah.
Update.
Spectral hand.
Hit. Wahoo. All right.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, are you able to move it?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Can the hand make sounds like Nintendo character sounds like Yahoo?
I'm afraid not.
That's when you like put your thumb in front of your forefinger like that and like make it talk like a puppet. I'm gonna move the spectral hand up here and just kind of wait to see if it engages because it's not invisible. It's just kind of ghosty.
You'll see alarmingly this tree just it shifts and moves over looking at the hand.
Okay, so I've got two thoughts, yeah. One, it's just something ancient and dormant that we can talk to. That would be super wonderful, yeah? What if it's not that, but it's a puzzle, and you guys know that Charlie Day gif from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? That's Pandora right now. Like she's over-speculating. Yes. She's like, but what if, and it's a map, and it's a puzzle, and it's a map, and maybe it's good.
Can I talk about the sap? Let me talk about the sap. Please let me talk about the sap.
Give me a moment to interrupt. So the way I usually handle NPCs, I don't have NPCs interject to like start figuring things out and giving you answers simply because it I know as the DM what's going on. So for the most part NPCs will remain quiet and let you discuss amongst yourselves, but you are free to ask them if they have any opinions, but you have to be direct with your questions. If you're like, what do you think of all this, they're not going to have the answer. But if you're like, hey, are you able to do this, or like, what if we do this, what do you think that would work with your power set, you essentially need to have the conversation, but you'll have to be the one that initiates that.
I'm thinking of just trying to get a little bit of the sap onto the hand so we can see what it is.
What that sap is?
Well, I mean, like, I have no idea. I'm hoping that we could just like get a little bit of it and then take it back here so we can analyze it a little bit better.
I feel a little threatened if we touch it.
We could just go back to the castle. That's where we have to start the big ritual and stuff anyway.
Yes.
The sort of red goop that's around this tree thing. Does it at all look like the blood orb that was controlling Almondgill?
You will not know unless you get closer for an investigation.
Genius.
I am going to place the spectral hand on the tree and try to like have it like get covered in a little bit of the sap. Yeah, like scoop.
So as you go in, you can see it shift a little bit looking down. The tree groans. Do you continue with this action?
I'm gonna move in front of Ribeye and just keep the shield up.
Yes, I do.
All right. You'll go.
If we've got to talk to it, I can be very persuasive. Just a little reminder. Yeah.
So the hand will go in and just sort of scoop in from one of its crevices, and you'll just see it. And it just kind of shifts and shakes a little bit. It does not seem pleased. It does not seem pleased with what you are doing, but you managed to scoop some of the substance within the hand.
All right, I'm gonna retract the hand back to us, so we can get a better look at what that stuff is.
Don't go getting yourself corrupted now.
I was going to ask if maybe I could use medical knowledge to see if it's something that is like reimbursing the tree. That's not the word I'm looking for, but if it's something that is like a life, is giving life to the tree. Can I do that?
You can do an investigation, a medicine, or a nature check to learn more of this substance. And depending on how high you roll will be how much information I give you.
All right.
With a 7, as you look at it, with that medicine check, the liquid definitely appears to be thick, almost like a sap. It definitely doesn't seem to be humanoid blood, but you are with a 7. that's all the information I can give you.
God, I'm proficient in that, and that was not good.
It happens.
Well,
I mean, if we spend, I can spend 10 minutes and try and analyze if it has any magical effects, but that's a long time.
I have an idea
the tree
then.
hasn't moved, and it doesn't seem to like it, but it hasn't sort of come rushing towards us or anything.
Unfortunately, the
try to
trap
get closer.
unless we get like a vial or something, the mage hand's gonna disappear. Probably within the next 30 seconds or so.
Oh, I take out a vial and I hand it I take what's on the mage hand and I put it in the vial.
All right, give me one quick second. Also, another thing I'm doing.
To touch the creepy red goop.
Another thing I'm doing, just because you are not adventurers IRL, so you don't know exactly what to prepare for. If there are things that you would have that you believe you'd have on your person, but it is not a part of your inventory, I will add them as if to assume that you had purchased them previously within town, but will deduct from your credits while you do so. Sorry about that. So 1 credit is reduced from Pandora down to 354 for the vial. And yeah, you will gain a vial of red substance.
So my idea, I look over at Gloria and I say, I can distract it by talking to it for about 10 minutes if you'd like. And maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's just ancient and tired.
I don't think it can move.
Yeah,
It is a tree.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I can't really see from here, but it looks like the pathway up ahead, if we want to get past it, we will have to get pretty close. But maybe we can, help protect people as they run by or something. I think we should get closer in to see what our options are. I also kind of want to gauge if this thing is going to attack us, maybe see if it has like a certain limit to its range, like if its branches or vines can only reach so far. That kind of gives us a bit more information. So I'm going to start taking some steps forward.
Okay.
As you discuss this, the hand...
Yeah. Okay. So... Warrior is just going to basically take 5-foot steps, like just keeping the shield up, like basically taking the dodge action at this point, I think.
Okay. As you approach, the tree will shift over, just sort of begin looking over to you as you hear the crackling of like bent wood, like the wind is moving through there. And it just stares onto you.
Hello.
Pandora smiles and curtsies. Excuse us, we mean no harm, we just passing by.
It stares at you.
Now that we're closer,
yes,
can I get a better look at that, like, red whatever the heck is on the tree?
Yep, investigation, medicine, or nature.
I'm gonna go with medicine, because it uses wisdom.
Hell yeah, dude.
16.
So with a 16, as you begin to analyze, now a little bit closer within the torchlight, you'll see that the red substance itself is indeed some sort of blood, but it is a transmuted blood that seems to feed this entity. The blood itself is kind of a property of sap and blood, and the blood, of course, is not. You can also tell that the blood is not a part of this tree, but rather something that has been infused upon it, either through its natural process or something else.
So all these vines.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
sorry. All these roots.
It seems to be entangled with vines and roots upon the ground, and then you'll also begin to look. Now that that's been pointed. These vines over here almost pulsate a little bit. Just shifts ever so slightly.
Now that Kagami's revealed that, Brett, could I use Arcana to see, like, if there's any magical, like, what the magical traits or properties are involved here are? I know it wasn't a skill you mentioned. I don't know if it's of any use in this scenario.
For specifically that, yes. You can use an Arcana check to see if there's some sort of magical ritual involved with this.
Yeah.
So with a 20,
Wonderful.
This creature itself seems to be a natural entity. There is no sort of arcane tricks or magics in play.
No runic symbols or anything.
Correct.
Okay, I think that, I mean, I think that this is a natural creature. It's whatever this sap is, and there's some sort of ritual that's infused this place. But I think that if there is something that's kind of turning it evil or wrong, I don't know. I don't think it's
just to repeat, because I think you said something that I did not say.
No, okay.
You do not detect. There is no ritual. This is a natural occurrence of the creature itself.
Oh, the creature itself. Okay, I thought that like it was when you were mentioning like the vines and like the sap, it was like something had been added to it. But no, okay.
No,
so yeah,
this is a creature that just do this.
This just this thing is just this way. I don't know what else.
This is actually fascinating. And Pandora kind of quickly writes down in her journal what she sees. And she's like
there's
perhaps we will find a lot more creatures in this cave that are infused with this bloody sap.
Likely. All right,
Well,
I think I can
see
see
behind the tree.
Yeah.
And then there's a way
to the
northwards.
yeah, there's one to our west and then one to our north. Which way do we want to try and go, people?
The tree continues to look over at you.
Does it talk? Can I try talking to it?
You're free to do whatever you'd like.
Hello, Mr. Tree. How are you?
As you communicate with it, the tree shifts over, but does not respond. It's at this point that you've spent some time. The tree doesn't seem to have a natural ability of communication like talking.
Yeah.
You may have to look at other methods.
Blink twice.
I'm gonna sort of turn back and look at Almond-Gill, and I'm gonna say, Almond-Gill, can I ask you sort of an offensive question?
That's what I was thinking.
Please, my friend.
Can you talk to trees?
I can, and all sorts of plant life.
Is this tree capable of talking?
He looks.
What's this one saying?
He looks over to it and says, I will need to make contact with the creature if I wish to communicate with it and understand what it is saying. Would you like me to do so? How do you do that?
Do you have to
touch one of the roots, maybe?
He holds out his arms. You kind of begin to see the gnarled arms, the vines around their arms begin to extend out.
Maybe this big old, root here?
Try that one, and if that doesn't work, then I'll move closer with you. But let's try and not get too much closer before we talk to it.
I'd say. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just metagaming here. My best points are in persuasion and deception. So if we want to talk to this thing, I don't know.
I don't know if you're going to be able to. I think this is either going to have to be an Almond-Gill thing, or we just have to move past it, because I don't know if this is unless have you got a telepathy, but I don't know what you're a weird void elf. I don't know if you've got a cool brain
we have the benefit
speak.
of having a tree man with us.
Yeah.
Gil, how would you feel about touching this vine? She points to the one to the right that we were pointing out earlier, and maybe ask him what way he thinks we should go.
Almond-Gill will look over to the vine itself, and they'll just state, "Do you wish me to attempt to communicate with the vine? Is that correct?"
Well, what is attached to the vine, you know?
I will attempt to do so, if that is what you wish.
Is that what we wish, party? Is that right?
Well,
I want to be able to
these
talk to the
roots
creature
down
itself.
here on the ground that connect to it. Maybe grab one of those rather than the stuff that's covered in the blood sap.
Do you wish me to touch the roots
to the creature?
instead? Well, I would make contact with the creature with my arms. And again, I'll explain again. You'll see Almond-Gill reach out their arms, and the sort of roots begin to wrap around their arms. I will need to make contact with the creature itself. I can attempt
so you can't
the vines
just touch the roots.
Well, I make attempt so, but I'm unsure of its magnitude of success.
Okay. Let me just try one thing, Almond-Gill. I'm gonna take the dodge action, and then I'm gonna do this, and then step back, like step towards it and then step back.
The tree shifts over into your perspective, just kind of looks over, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Dormant.
Outwardly
All right.
offensive.
Okay.
I will just basically try and like ready to try and defend Gill if it goes for him. So say okay. I think we can just, as long as we don't do anything, I think we can kind of just move up to this guy.
Where would you like me to link? The vine, the roots, or the entity itself?
Maybe try the tree itself, honestly.
Yeah.
But you do
Don't
have
touch
someone
the blood
defending.
sap.
Yeah.
You get bad vibes. You let go of that guy straight away, okay? You know,
I ready
bad
an
vibes.
action.
You get out of there.
Very well. What action do you ready?
I would like to I'll just ready my crossbow in case it attacks Gil.
All right. So your ready to action is if Gill gets attacked, you will shoot with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Does the help action work with saving throws?
No.
Okay.
All right. Gill will look over to Gummy. Stand aside, my friend, so that I make contact with this creature. Gill will walk over and will place their hands, like one of their hands upon the creature's sort of like bark, almost its trunk. As the creature looks over to you, Gill will shift their eyes slightly, stating, "This creature wishes to communicate. It wishes to use me as a method of communication."
Great.
Is
We're
that
all
harmful
ears.
to you in any way?
This isn't an intrusive connection, much like what was with the Blood of Shadow.
Okay, that's good.
I'll be able to maintain control.
That's good, because I'm nervous about things connecting to you now.
I will simply have the creature use my ability to speak forwardly.
Okay, and then Pandora, I think you can. Yeah, then you could speak through Gill. So you should speak.
Yeah. All right. I like this idea. Gil, shall we?
Very well. So as Gill closes their eyes, you'll see the red glow that you see that from this tree creature form within the eyes of Gill. And Gill, almost taking on a completely different personality with the way they speak, will... Let me take a look here. The creature will say, or rather, through Gill, "Please help. My children have been severed. I need them to come home."
Oh no. Okay. Where are your children and who severed them?
It is unknown, scattered through the caverns.
Okay.
Bring
do they
them
look
to me.
Do they look like you? Are they the same kind of entity in size?
They take shape of you.
Oh,
Three scattered through the cavern. Please help.
You said they were severed.
Dying.
You said they were severed. Do you know where last you detected where they were severed from?
My connection weak, deeper in the cavern.
All right. So we've got to find 3 of your children. And if we do this will save your life?
My life shall be spared.
What do we think?
Okay.
I look over at the party and I say, we don't know where we need to go in the dungeon, but I don't feel comfortable knowing someone is separated from their children and not helping them, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to say that, you know, we don't know this creature, we don't understand them, that what they want might not be a good thing, but
yeah,
it sounds like they're in pain and they're it's sad, and I want to help if there's a chance that doing it is a good thing. I think it's worth taking that chance.
Can I do some sort of insight check to see if this tree's intentions are malicious or
you are free to roll. I will let you know though, because of the way it's communicating through Almond Gill, that it will be an extremely difficult insight check.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
still worth going for it.
Might as well. Damn it. My
Unfortunately,
rolls today.
you cannot get a read upon the tree's intentions.
All right, hear me out. She kind of pulls everyone aside away from Gil, and she says, "He's my thing, yeah. If I was separated from my children, I can imagine that I would want anyone's help that came by. But also, if this thing is evil, perhaps we'll learn along the way and deal with it. Yeah?
I mean, we were gonna turn this place over anyway.
Yeah, he's got a point. Yeah, I'm happy to proceed, and we can keep an eye out for these kids, and we can, you know, try and figure things out. I think that's the best way, Pandora. You're right.
If we can, if they're not in danger and they're just trying to separate from their father here, or whatever parental unit this is, then maybe we could have Almond Gill communicate with them as well and get their side.
Oh yeah. Actually, I have one more question for you, Ancient Tree. Did your children separate on their own fruition? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Free will.
Did they separate? Is it unknown, or are you don't want to see their side? You know what I mean? Like, is it really unknown, or are you just in denial?
Unknown.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Shall we?
Can we have our friend back, please, Mr. Tree?
Almond Gill will break their separation from the entity. Kind of shake their head a little bit before standing before you all again.
Okay.
How you feeling, Gil?
It is it's a bit overpowering, but I am fine.
Did it feel evil?
How does something feel evil?
That's a good point.
You were pretty evil.
You were controlled by something evil not too long ago. Did it feel similar?
That was a... what's the word I'm looking for? That was a feeling of insidiousness. Not a feeling of evil. Evil is a matter of perspective.
All right, so did he feel insidious then?
Well, not to mention that orb also had magic from the Shadow Veil. And this thing is just a tree.
I cannot feel this creature's intentions through communication.
Okay.
All right.
My apologies.
No, you did amazing.
You are doing wonderfully. Do not apologize. It is a treasure to have you in our group.
Very well.
Now we don't have to beat him up.
Very well.
Miss Fidelia, I know that you have your birds and you have some connections with creatures and things. Do you have any sort of ability to maybe try and sense any of these other things or any creatures in this place?
It did me with the owl bear, but
no, it's okay.
Perhaps you could scout ahead?
Let me see. What? I have primeval awareness. Would that be the same thing?
I can't remember what your abilities do.
Primeval Aware, as an action, you could expend 1 ranger slot to sense whether there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead that are present within 1 mile of you, or up to 6 miles of you if you are within your favored terrain. This feature doesn't reveal the creature's locations or numbers. I simply go, yep, this is in the area.
It's
Okay,
still
so-
worth knowing.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is that if they're the same type of creature as the big guy right here, then it's just going to be like, yep, there is. He's right there.
Yeah, true.
That's
I was just
true.
wondering as well, like, but it might confirm if there's things like undead or fiends in the area, or even if like, because we know that this thing
Yeah.
isn't like a magical creature, right? We know it's just like a tree. So if there is like undead or fiends, we at least what like be know like, right, okay, we know that that's in the area.
Yeah, I guess I could just use it and check scout. Like I could scout real quick.
All right, so you're going to use your Primeval Awareness, is that correct?
All right. Yes. So I roll that, right? Yeah.
Yes, you'll be using 1 ranger spell slot. Which spell slot would you like to use? Well, I guess you only have a first level
only
spell.
action, I
so,
think. Yeah.
All right, I'll reduce your spell slot as you detect within the area. What is your favored?
There's no roll, I don't think.
No
favorite's-
roll necessary. Yeah.
My favorite is this is the Fae, I think.
Oh, just Fae in general. Okay, for favored creatures, and then favored locations. It looks like Natural Explorer Swamp. Okay. So as you kind of scatter around, you will sense the presence of undead, which doesn't say much because undead themselves crawl and scatter for caverns beyond not only this location. So yes, there is undead within a mile from here. As to where, you do not know. Of course, there's also a scattering
Try
of
to the
Fae.
left. Try 10 feet to the left of you.
Yeah.
There's also a scattering.
You're special.
There's also a scattering of Fae, which is safe to assume because of the breach of Faewunder as well.
But none of the other creature types.
Taking a look right now. No.
Okay.
Undead and
It just
Fae
seems
are
like there's a lot of
primarily what you
undead
feel.
people scattering around.
Okay. Well, that's still good to know. And
Maybe
it
I'll get
means
to meet my kin.
And maybe you'll know some of them.
Ribeye, I have a feeling if we find any skeletons in here, they're not gonna be your friends.
Yeah, remember what she told you back at the place?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We've got north, east, and west. Let's make a team. I really don't think we should split up. We should stick together.
Yeah.
So which way do people want to go?
We could start from the rightmost passage and work our way sort of through.
That feels
that.
efficient, and I support you in that decision.
All right.
Pandora is visibly shaking.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, it's kind of thin.
What could go
The
wrong?
nepotism card would work there.
All right. You begin to explore deeper within the cavern as you'll kind of see the overgrowth continues to scatter across the walls, the vines and roots continuing to take hold of this place.
Can we get it? Kagami, can you just check these? I'm worried about these cavern walls. Does anything look out of place here? My eyes are not very good, despite, rabbit. I don't really have good eyes.
Investigate. That's a 10.
What are these rules today, man?
As you look around, everything seems to be well in place. You do not detect anything, any
Okay.
danger within any natural danger in the area.
It's more of these paved stones.
As you
It
continue
definitely
to
is old
explore,
ruins.
it's the combination of an old elvish ruins scattered amongst the cavern walls.
Does the architecture of this stuff look similar to the artifacts that I have?
Give me an investigation check or a history
Good
check.
question.
Ooh.
Well, I don't think it should be, right? Because this should be elven and your artifacts are orcish, I think. I guess maybe they built over it, maybe.
They plundered.
With a 15, yes. So as you look over it, it is not does not seem to match or be compared with yours, suggesting a more of a different history than orcish, probably elvish from your previous checks. As you look
if
around,
any of these stone tiles have letters on them, J's or I's, okay? In elvish.
All right.
Can I do any sort of tracking to see if like any of the children have left tracks?
My apologies. Let me go ahead and just explain something that you guys see real quick, and then you may continue on. Off to the north. Actually, let me see which one of you would probably see this. I don't think. Oh, never mind. You may continue. What was the question that you'd like to ask?
I wanted to ask if I could do any sort of tracking to see if the children left any sort of markings that
you
they
are free to
headed in
roll
direction.
investigation or a survival check to see if there has been any disturbance or footprints available in this area.
Okay.
Or
Don't
even nature.
Fucking fail me. Are you kidding?
As you look around, you are unable to tell of any disturbance or presences of late.
Pandora is punching the air. Just
because it's because nobody got sushi for lunch before this.
Oh my god! I have some in my refrigerator. 1 second.
Okay.
God.
Yeah. Me and Kagami are just gonna take it nice and slow here.
Okay.
This is scary. Out of pocket. This is scary. What are these freaking rolls, dude?
Vidalia, with your dark vision, you notice a figure over here that seems to be wrapped around in vines.
Do you guys see that over there? There's a figure.
No, I don't think so.
It's a northwest.
Okay.
I see it.
Kagami, you son of a bitch. You run up too far.
I'm staying with you, honey. Protect us.
As Kagami walks closer to the figure, with torch lit, you see what appears to be almost like some sort of petrified husk of wood, with the same sort of deep red sap that is around this figure. You may need to roll investigation or nature to learn more of its origin.
I think this is one of them tree babies.
Yeah.
Or a shell of one.
Oh god.
What were the skills? Sorry.
Investigation or nature. I will also allow for different skills if there's something else that you'd like to check for, kind of like what you did with Arcana. I'm only giving you the obvious skill choices, but if you like to do something outside the box, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about, like, based on Gloria's knowledge, what would she, like, think of to examine first? I think Glory would maybe, like, look for, you said that this figure is, like, wrapped in vines and things, but can we see, like, any clothing or, like, any kind of elements of the character underneath the vines without, like, a perception or anything?
So through passing glances, it just looks like a petrified husk. You will have to do You'll have to do an investigation check to learn more. What are you trying to figure out?
I was gonna look and see if it had like clothing or symbols, and see if they had like any the archaeology thing, right? Of like, they're wearing the raiment of the third Elven dynasty or whatever and stuff like that.
A history check will do, or even a medicine check to see if this is something that was once human, or once a humanoid.
Nope. 10.
Okay.
Could I do a medicine check or
with the 10 or scattering? Well, this is specifically for what I was explaining to Gloria. What would you be doing a medicine check for?
I think I did the medicine check on the first tree. It wasn't successful, but I wonder if I could compare the sap and maybe surmise if this is a child of the tree we saw before.
Then yes, you are permitted to do a medicine check.
Baby.
Deep breath, bitch. I'm done here.
Can I do a perception check for the same thing or no?
What would you be doing a perception check for?
To see if like I can spot anything that would make it seem like it was maybe alive, or like any semblance to that creature.
If you're looking for liveliness or anything of that sort, and if that's what Vidalia would be looking for, and not just copying what Pandora was doing, then yes, you can roll a medicine check that aligns with what Vidalia would be looking at.
Yeah, I'm seeing if it's like alive at all.
Okay. And with a 7, you continue to look at the petrified husk, not gaining any sort of medical information on what this is.
How would you feel about connecting to this one?
I can try.
I ready in action.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna roll nature just to see what I can surmise from this.
Almond Gill will Almond with the same connection as with the tree at the base of the cave, will attempt to link up. You'll see Almond their eyes kind of close a little bit, and then they disconnect. Strange. This thing is not a plant. I have no ways of communicating with it.
Okay.
Is
if
it
you
blocking...
Wait.
Sorry, go. You go.
I was gonna say, if you step back, Almond I'm gonna try and pull this thing free, just so we can see what it is and if there's anything behind it. So everybody, be ready, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I ready my crossbow.
Hold on, yeah, sort of using my sword arm, kind of using the shield to kind of like, kind of cover myself a little bit, but also maybe to get some leverage. I will try and pull this thing free if it looks like it can be pulled free.
Yeah, so as you'll reach...
I want stuff to happen.
Yeah, so as you go around this entity and kind of like hug around it to pull it off the vines, you'll see that it isn't necessarily like tied up by the vines, but more so attached from behind this thing. As you reach and pull, you can kind of begin to hear the snapping of these vines as the blood-like sap begins to splatter across the walls behind it. You eventually pull this thing free, where you'll see various large sections of openings and pores where the vines themselves seem to almost impale within the petrified form. As you'll begin to see it slightly leak out that red sap that you saw from the tree. You're now holding on to an extremely heavy husk. I'm looking at your weight currently. Yes, so while you are holding this, it will add a total of 200 pounds to your inventory.
I will drag them to like the side over here and then lay them on the ground. I'm not going to carry them.
All right.
Pandora
as you drag over the creature, you'll just see it's just this line of like red sap dragging along, staining the ground underneath.
It looks like they were feeding on these things, or the vines were at least.
The vines came from the direction north of us, yeah?
I don't know. It was sort of behind it, I think.
What if there's this big creature in this cave that is taking the life from all of these trees and using it to power itself up and become stronger? We might stumble upon something very powerful and dangerous in here.
I also think that our tree friend back in the main chamber there might not be as noble as we may think.
Up and up?
These might be.
What makes you think that?
Well, what could be considered as children could just be living creatures that are feeding into them, as the sap looks remarkably similar.
I need everyone, as your paranoia begins to spike, I need everyone to roll a perception check, please.
Oh my god.
Come on. 21.
Oh.
15.
Kagami once again, literally. Oh, you guys are all doing really good.
My first good roll today.
Sorry, 1 second.
Kagami and Pandora, you will hear the sound of rocks rustling as if something has caved in off into the distance. You are unfamiliar with this location, but you kind of hear the shifting of land just.
I think something might be moving.
Okay.
So, Pandora's just going to tell the party, just in case not everyone heard it. I think something might have caved in, and I'm really, really hoping it wasn't the entrance to the cave.
Well, gotta keep moving forward.
Are we dropping those breadcrumbs?
I think I know the way back.
Okay.
Should I just leave this body remains here?
Unless we can glean anything else from it, I think we might just leave it here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe push him out of the path in case something comes through here.
Sure, I can. I'll drag it to the south, Brett. The remains.
Okay. You'll drag it along to the south.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start moving again. If people
can't help but notice, but I can't see past this point.
Yeah, that area is currently it's caved in, so it's.
So we can't
you
go
are
any
you
further?
are you are free to roll an investigation check if you'd like to see what's going on there.
Sure. Why not?
That will specifically be only for Kagami, since Kagami was the one that brought it up. I apologize.
Oh.
Dang it! It was a good roll
All
too.
right, big money.
All right.
Hey!
As you begin to look around the area, you'll actually see this sort of like air escaping it. It's a caved-in tunnel, but there may be more behind it. Nothing that you can shift or move through with your own physical force, however. But there may be more cave. But
We
it's
can't go
also
through this way.
That is correct. But also, it's not surprising that there would be, as I mentioned before, cave-ins and landscape shaping, because this is such an old and desolate place, and nature continues to shift.
I have an idea.
With the shattered area.
Okay.
I have one as well, but let me hear yours first.
I want to stick
Round table.
I want to stick the torch that I'm holding, the lit torch, through like the opening, drop it on the other side, and then light another torch from my pack.
There isn't necessarily a opening. You just kind of like feel like wind escape through the cracks. Yeah, it's
like a tiny little crack.
Yeah. You can't really jam your arm
Gotcha.
in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Ribeye, did you have an idea?
Yes, I can cast the spell that could possibly open up this passage.
Oh, well, go right ahead.
You're all gonna need to back up quite a ways.
Well,
Okay. Oh, is this your big loud? I mean, is this a big loud spell?
Yes, very much so.
well, let me grab the baby.
I'm gonna, I'm just gonna kind of watch
Pull
for the
that back
rear
as
here
well.
as well, just in
As
case.
you're dragging this thing
I
back.
can't help but notice that Pandora and Vidalia, but okay, there we go.
There
I'm
we go.
sorry.
They-
Sorry,
they-
Vidalia, are you moving? I was about to move.
No.
forward.
Oh, no, what? Sorry.
All right,
I
I
was
think
mesmerized.
Oh, okay.
out of my components pouch, take out a chip of mica, place it in my frying pan, and toss it up. Every time it lands in the frying pan, you hear like a soft rumble, and then the last, unlike the last one, it's like super high up, lands back in the pan, and then there's just like a giant shatter that happens right here.
I see. So you are casting the shatter spell.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and all right. Let me see here real quick. Have as much as creature has disadvantage on the saving throw. There's really nothing much there. So as you cast the shatter spell, doing 10 points of your thunder damage, you'll begin to see like the wall just sort of it crumbles down a little bit, but not enough to clear the tunnel. You do, however, believe with more shattering, you will be able to, as you continue to work through it, maybe you may be able to break through.
I've done a thing. Help.
You're fine.
Thank you. Can we see through now?
You'll actually see that the cavern, it just kind of like begins to go in through a sloping process. But no, you are still unable to see through. Unfortunately, the shatter spell was not entirely powerful enough with the damage rolls that you rolled with that.
I also have shatter. I could perhaps do it
What
again.
if we throw this thing into the wall? It's pretty heavy.
Well, the operative word is throw, and that thing might be too heavy to throw.
I mean, I could maybe sort of get it a little bit, but not far and not within any force. I think I'm the strongest one here.
I think that's probably true. The other option is we could just
We could go back.
go
There was
back
other ways.
the other way. Yeah.
All
and
right.
not waste spell slots.
I was refreshing, sorry.
All good.
How does that make you all feel?
Yeah, it's fine.
Why would Pandora say y'all?
I like it. Yeah, I think heading back and kind of doubling back on ourselves and seeing, those other passageways.
Good idea.
Should we take the sap baby?
I mean, might as well if it just
Well,
goes
we
straight
could-
back to the tree.
Yeah, we could show him and see his reaction, I guess.
If you
I'm
would like,
scared.
if you would
I've
like
got
to
a sinking
return,
feeling.
if you'd like to return to the tree, I can move you guys swiftly
Yeah,
there.
let's-
if you'd
Well, maybe
like.
I think like towards because the tree is where the
Move the
passageway
group
split in the three
Yeah.
three
Back
directions.
to
Yeah.
the
And Gloria will carry the sap baby.
All right. So you guys will begin migrating, returning back over to the south, following the breadcrumbs.
Or at least attempting to.
Pandora feels some type of way watching Gloria carry that on her own. But she keeps it to herself.
So strong.
See, like little, there's some biceps and a little bit of sweat coming down. It's mainly in the legs.
What was extremely odd was Pandora said that out loud, not realizing she has an inability of inner monologue. I'm kidding.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Pandora to accidentally say that kind of thing out loud.
Yeah. So
Pandora does audibly go, Pandora.
Just so you get
as you guys travel over to the south, dragging along this petrified husk, you will see that the tree entity looks over as it shifts, staring over at the husk.
Gil, we might need a little bit of a translation here.
Very well. Almond Gil will walk past you and link back to the tree. Almond Gil speaks through this tree.
Yes, that is one of my children. Bring it here so that I may reestablish connection.
Okay, I push it forward.
Ready in action.
Gummy just puts a boot on it and just shoves it across the ground.
As you shove it across the ground, you'll see these roots that you see underneath the tree creature just goes in and just exactly like the vines you saw when you pushed away, impales the back of this petrified husk. As you'll begin to see these roots just sort of now very much pulsating through, as if something was surging through the husk, through the root, and into the tree entity.
Pandora looks at Kagami and kind of reassesses what they said.
The tree, Almond Gil will say to the tree,
Two remain.
Let me ask you something here. Your children here, were they attached to you like that before, or were they attached to you via the means that we found them?
Explain.
Well, we found this one sort of embedded in the wall with the vines sort of piercing into the back of it. Is that how you absorb the nutrients, through like the vines and the roots?
That is how my children link to me.
Okay. Are these your biological children, or are they adopted?
We'll state,
they are now biologically linked to me.
Oh. Okay.
I feel tricked.
What about before?
Before is no matter to me.
Were they like us?
Pandora pulls out her crossbow and she says, "You tricked us."
Two remain. No trickery has been done here.
It seems like your
Please.
kid was connected to something else.
Find them quickly.
What do you need them for anyway? What's gonna happen?
Communication tiresome. Find the
I don't know.
children.
All right, well, it might be tiresome, but we could just leave, and not help you. Persuasion?
yeah, feel free.
Persuasion.
Suck on my butt, dude.
All right, so
I know. I mean, I feel you, pal. I know.
So
these
as
feelings.
Pandora states that, holding the crossbow out, pointed over to the creature, and now saying these things, you will hear the tree state,
If you will not help, then you will become my new children.
and you will see the tree just sink down into the ground, pulling this husk in.
That's a butthole.
Oh.
Well, now we know where the children came
Well,
from.
now look what we've done. You pissed off the tree.
Well,
Is it
that's
really my
because
fault?
Mom
Here's the
did.
thing. Everyone, settle down. Yeah, okay. He did trick us, and that was shitty.
I agree. I think that this thing is really up to no good, and it's probably better that we don't help it. Absolutely, I agree with Pandora.
What do you want me to do? Kill the tree, baby?
Can we like shove some blades in that anus-looking thing?
I think we should confirm something at the entrance. I'm not saying we should leave, just confirm something.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do a little quick run back and then have a look at those stairs.
Those that have succeeded with the perception check prior will hear the shifting of rocks to the north.
Fuck.
Pandora's
Pandora's twiddling her necklace and she is starting to run towards the entrance.
Okay, let's all go together. Don't split the party.
She's panicking.
Fine, just let's go.
As you walk back to the entrance, you will see it is caved in from the south.
Shit.
Well.
Shit. Why did we should have gone to the thing we were supposed to do. The whole mission that we said we would do is a different castle, and we should have gone there. And why?
You do see Gloria as Pandora is ranting about this. Gloria does make a face of just like, oh, now you say that we should go back to the castle. But Brett,
no one stopped me.
That's just a look. It's a very brief look, and then Gloria would never say anything. This is me trying to make sure that like Gloria knows magic. She studied a bunch of stuff, but also Mark has his theories. Yeah. Does it, with the fact that like we just angered this creature and we heard the rock move and we've heard more rock move again, like the other guys have said that they've heard rock move. Could I make an Arcana check to confirm a suspicion that Gloria has that the tree is absolutely has some control over the stone and the environments here?
An Arcana check will not be sufficient for this, but a nature check might.
Oh well, we'll give it a swing anyway. Nope.
Yeah, an 8, unfortunately, insufficient. But
well,
you are free to bring this up to other people if they wish to roll as well.
Well, I mean, the fact that it heard the fact that the stone and the entrance has collapsed and things once we pulled the sap baby free and then we angered the thing. I have a sneaking suspicion that this tree creature probably has a significant amount of control over the earth and the stone around it. I mean, it's clearly tied to the nature here, right? That's my working theory anyway.
Let's hope that whatever stole this tree creature's other babies isn't also pissed at us.
Could be. Either way, I think we have to now try and figure out what's going on here and either stop it or get it to open the way back out. We need to get out of here, so...
By the way, are you good, Gil? I know that thing sort of ripped itself out of you.
A bit sore, but I will survive.
Okay.
Sorry, I lost my cool, everyone. I will be cool as a cucumber from here on out.
Cool as a pickle, Brian.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I like you. I do. That was a good one. And Pandora has like one single tear.
Hey,
just like.
Is that back here? Can we see that, Brett? Is the sap baby back?
Yes. So as you return north, you will see off in the distance with dark vision petrified husk. But as you approach it, you will see its entire back cracked open and torn, almost as if the husk itself was an exterior shell for something else. There you will see the soft and dried matter of something humanoid. And you will recognize, Gloria, that the clothing underneath the petrified husk is that of the Sogu Historia Guild.
It's one of the missing historians inside these husk things.
You'll see that the back has been completely torn open with a dried viscera combination of sap and whatever remains inside, sort of that red substance that you saw from the tree. But to your best assumption, this thing is dry. And
so this tree creature encased them and was like feeding on them, I guess.
It is fair to assume that the reason why the tree creature lost its connection to it is because it never lost the connection. There was simply nothing left.
Nothing left.
Jeez, there's more of these things.
But also, if anybody, even if we leave this place, if anybody else comes by, it's just gonna lure them and use them. We have to stop this thing.
Yeah. Gloria, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sad because these, they were historians like myself, but I didn't know them personally or anything. But and in places like this, when you hear about missing teams, they go missing in ruins. I mean, I learned from a very early in my career to expect the worst. So it's sad. I'm just glad that I can at least go back and tell the others what happened to them. And I'd like to, if we get the chance, try and find the others and rescue their remains at least, so people can, bury them and find some peace at least.
I think that's a great idea. Let's destroy what's ever in here so it doesn't do that to anyone else.
Yeah, that's my concern.
What's this thing that the tree was on top of?
That's what I was wondering.
You're free to roll an investigation check or a nature check if you'd like.
I will use the help action on whoever rolls investigation.
Yeah.
I can investigate, I guess.
There should probably be someone with a good investigation check. Let's go.
I can, but I don't want to.
I've got a +1 to investigation.
I've got a +1 as well.
Okay.
I also have a +1.
All right, Gloria will do an investigation.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
All of us have wisdom.
We need your advice.
When you have one smart
Only one
person.
with intelligence.
Hero.
Is it shift click to do advantage?
Correct.
14.
All right. As you investigate, and even with your own theories, you come to the conclusion that you already arrived. These vines, everything that scatters, is all part of the creature that has taken over this entire cavern, and because of it, it can easily it can shift and move throughout its tunnels, and this simply is a connecting point for it to do that, as it's kind of like closed and sealed up of roots. But yes, the roots, the vines, everything that moves through this is a part of the creature.
This is one giant organism. Every vine, every root, it's all connected, and it has the ability to rapidly shift the earth and terrain around it. So
this thing could jump out at the wall at us at any time.
It could do, but I mean, why didn't it just? I mean, it said that it would make us. I guess it wants us to recover its children because it still thinks that there's a chance it can feed off them, right? So as long as it still thinks that it won't try and consume us, but it will just attack us. I'm assuming. We don't know how it does that yet. So maybe it will spawn things.
It might be too weak to hurt us right now.
Yeah.
What if, hear me out, I don't feel good about it, and Gloria, if this is like emotionally icky to you, then, we won't do it, but what if we destroyed the children instead of letting it collect it themselves?
I mean, yeah, from the sounds of it, these bodies have just been drained of all their, juicy bits, So
the next time we find one of those sap children, we should crack it open and pull the body out of there.
Right, exactly. They're already dead. It's not like we can do anything more to them. But I don't think that destroying them is going to change anything for the creature. It will just probably make it mad at us. I imagine. Yeah. Well, let's
we
keep
should
moving.
all stay close together if this thing could jump out at us.
If this creature needs these pods, though, it might be prudent to destroy them. Although if that was the case, it would have taken this one with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I think we can definitely remove the husks and then get the people out. I definitely think we should do that.
I will let you know what you saw was it took the husk away, and then when you went back south and returned back north, this husk was back, almost as if it was spit out.
Is it connected to anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I removed all of the connection. Okay, theories are great, but we got a evil tree, sucky, gross to kill.
I say we should go this way since we heard the rocks moving to the north.
Sure.
Maybe we can get at this cave before it cuts us off.
Why can't creepy
Perhaps we should stealth and avoid vines?
Well.
Yeah. You can try. I'm really not very. I'm very clumsy, Pandora, and my armor makes a lot of noise. And what did you say, Miss Vidalia, as well? You said something. I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, I was just stating. I wonder why creepy things are never friendly.
I mean, some things can be, but this one, not so much.
I've been told I'm creepy.
No.
Hi, walking skeleton right here.
You're Ribba, you are the least creepy of every. You're the most nice.
Okay, yeah, but first impressions are important here. Also, I don't think stealthing will help, as immediately after I began to suspect the tree, that's when the first.
Have another husk.
Also, we talk really loud.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
What?
I don't think
We're chatty. Hello.
Hey,
You will see another petrified husk attached to one of these vines.
Does it have vines piercing through its back?
Only one way to find out. Investigators start tugging.
Is this vine ahead of me, Brett? Is this like overhead?
It's overhead. It's overhead, correct.
I don't like
These
the
vines can't get us
look
like
at that
that, can
vine.
they?
All right.
Here's a thought.
Okay.
We saw that empty husk. So if this thing knows that its husks are empty, it might be leaving them here as a trap for us.
It could be, but I mean, I don't want to leave people inside them, even if they're already gone.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
I understand that completely, and I feel the same.
You guys could step back. I'll pull it free, and then if anything is trapped, we'll know. But you should all step back, and I'll pull it free.
I don't think we should do any kind of separation.
I'll give you some moral support.
Popping out.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Gloria's head.
Given your condition after the owl bear, my daily, I think you should probably step back just a touch. Just a touch.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I'll like take your head off my I'll take your hand off my head, and just sort of hold it in both of Gloria holds it in both her little hands, and it's just like, thank you, but I want to make sure you're safe, okay? But thank you.
All right, if you think so.
I don't want you to get hurt again, Miss Fidelia. You got hurt really bad.
I'll go here.
Okay.
I'll switch it up.
Sure. And then I'll try and pull this other sap baby.
All right. So as you
I have my crossbow out.
As you grab hold again, with the same response. This one, however, as you pull it, instead of it being all these tiny little vines, the root itself seemed to have been impaled within the back of the creature, or back of the husk, rather. So as you yoink it out again, you'll see the impaled back of the husk, where it kind of digs into the torn clothing, into the corpse.
The vine that we just pulled it free from, is that one ahead of us looks very similar? Is that intentional?
What do you mean?
So we just pulled this thing. This thing had been impaled
out of this roof. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then there's one slightly ahead of us here that looks very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been looking at those.
You are so perceptive, Gloria, and I love that.
You are.
I don't know if you guys can see it where you are, but there's another one back here as well.
Yeah, I've been looking.
Oh, okay. We already walked past one.
You are free.
I don't want my back to end up like those.
You are free to roll an investigation check if you'd like.
You know what? I'm just going to go on my own theory. I'm just going to keep my own little theory in my head.
Let's all do our best to not get close to any of the vine thingies that look like little hentai tentacles, yeah?
That's what I thought too.
What does that mean?
So there's this book, yeah, that I found like years ago under my dad's bed.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I wanted to wait and see how far Cooley would go with it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I mean, like,
anyway.
you all should be careful, but this thing grabs me. It's not going to get anything out of it.
That's kind of true, actually.
True.
Mr. Ribeye should be okay.
It might suck the marrow out of your bones.
Okay, now that's like a children's like nightmare scenario here. Like, like, just tell me a scary story, right?
This whole cave is a nightmare scenario.
The husk. Sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say this. So we pulled the thing free. Can we now get to the body inside, Brett? Now that we've seen how like that back is kind of like
So
accessed?
if you'd like to like tear open the husk, you are free to do so.
Yeah. I kind of want to see
you'll
who's
begin
inside.
grabbing and tearing at what feels like pulling back petrified bark that seems to be attached to this humanoid. And as you go ahead and do so, it attaches to the dried and dead skin. So while you're pulling back the wood itself, you're also tearing at rotted flesh of a long deceased corpse.
You see, like, gross gagging over.
Yeah. And as you are tearing in the viscera there, it's the same thing. This creature itself drained of all its vital juices, and now all that remains is just this combination of blood remnant and sap.
Do you think it thought it lost its children because it didn't know they were dead?
100%. I think that's exactly it. And when it realizes that, it will probably get the rest of us.
All right, we stay on our
That's
guard, and
what I think.
everybody quite literally watch your backs and don't get close to these things.
Yeah.
Edging along like Solid Snake.
You will hear the sound
Gil,
of another cave-in.
Where's Gil?
Gil, as a friendly reminder, because I'm a DM doing multiple things, Gil, just always assume Gil's with you. I'll be moving Gil as we go along.
Yeah.
you did the cave-in sound, and I was like, oh no, he's separating us from Gil.
it's all good.
All right, looks like we've got the third one here. Ha ha ha.
In the same style that you've seen before, you will see that it is attached to the vines from prior.
Hopefully there's no hidden tentacles.
Hey, I'd like to roll perception just down this cave to the south.
Okay.
Just if
what
I
are you?
hear any kind of movements.
Oh,
or
so
like
you
rock
all of
shifting.
you heard the crumbling of the rocks over to the
Yeah,
south.
I know, but I don't. I'm nervous of a tree creeping up.
This man
on
wants
us.
to make his perception. This man's just
Yeah.
like, just let me make it.
No, I
I'll
hear
feel
you.
better.
I hear you. Yeah, feel free to roll.
Make me feel better.
Okay, crit fail. Cool. All right, cool. Got
You're
that out
too
of my
panicked.
system. I'm coming back over here.
I'll pull this one free. Wow.
Same thing.
Yeah.
As you just see the various opens in the back of the petrified. At this point, you now know is a corpse.
Yeah. I'm not gonna crack that one open. All right.
Brett, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh.
You said that before that like whatever we can see is what our characters can see as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Because we were confirmed by the tree man that there were 3 of these pods, correct?
Correct.
Okay. This is the room just north of that main chamber.
Yeah.
This is where it is. This is the where it's channeling all the vines. Yeah.
As we were passing through after we got the first one coming here, I could see this pod.
Yeah,
through
it
this
is.
corridor.
You're right. I'm looking at my map. This is the same one. I wonder if that caved-in area that we saw before, we know that it can block things off, right? We know that it can move things around. What if it was trying to protect where it really is? That caved-in area that Kagami found. What if that's maybe where its real body is? Maybe the thing that we spoke to before was just a sort of an appendage, a tendril of a big vine that it sent forward.
Pandora holds back a little vomit. I'm sorry. This is just a lot, and
It's okay.
yeah.
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of this.
You know, adventuring has really taught me how much of a scaredy cat I truly am. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's being scared is fine. It's you're still choosing to do things. That's what matters, right? Like, I mean, I am scared all the time, 100% of the time, super scared. But you just got to do it anyway.
Yeah. All right. Shall we?
So should we go back to that cave-in, the first cave-in area that we found, that caved-in wall that Ribeye tried to shatter?
I think
we
so.
should try, and I think we should try quickly.
Did you already get the body out of that husk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, did you pull
I didn't
the
take
body,
the body
out?
out, but I don't think I need to. After seeing the other one, it's like there's not like there's anything that can really be saved, and I'm not going to give the body to the tree man. So, I guess actually it would make sense just to pull it free just in case he takes the husks or something. Actually, no, because we know that he wants the stuff inside. No, it's fine. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I talked myself into it. I think, yeah, if everybody's, we'll have Kagami and me will lead everyone back to that chamber to the north, I guess.
Okay. Yep, you're free to walk there. Because the everything's in motion, you will have to
manually
go there on your own. As you're passing here, you'll notice the chamber that you were from has now been caved in.
Don't go too far ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, it's leading us there. Just watch your back.
Pandora actually tripped, and that's why she was so far ahead for a second. Just tripped forward.
Tripped and rolled.
You'll see some wall begin to collapse here, and then you'll see.
So worried.
Cool, it's close to us.
Getting just a touch snug. Okay.
I feel as though the quicker we move, the better, so it can't trap us somewhere.
You just begin to hear the entire tunnel just collapsing behind you.
Oh my god.
We need to run.
It's leading us. It wants us to go.
I love falling right in the hands of a trapper.
Yeah, you'll see the shattered, the broken, shattered stone from before.
I would
Okay.
probably try to stay as close together as we can.
Yeah.
Canonically, I'm tripping a lot.
As you walk through, you'll actually see to the north where there seems to be like some cracks from above the ground. You can actually see some natural light peering through from above ground from the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hear me out. What if we just leave through that?
We can, yeah. But
I know. We don't want anyone susceptible to this besides us. I know.
Well, it also probably won't be that easy.
Yeah. Considering it's leading us here.
As you
waiting for the pause.
as you walk forward into the deep cavern, you will see the walls collapse in. However, as you look behind, assuming it to be the wreckage of like sort of like rocks and stuff, you'll actually see the roots themselves this wall is now just a twisted amalgamation of vines, spikes, and roots, as you will see the tree creature jet its head out looking over at you. And as it does so, you will also see within these vines as little vines and spikes itself animate itself, and this
pilings.
Yeah, as you'll see this sort of like a pod of all these toxic thorns, and you'll see these vines just rapidly moving back and forth and forward as the wall begins to close in. You'll see the creature is actually moving towards you, and it's at this point
the wall is coming with it.
You realize that this creature is attempting to crush you. And this is where the stress comes in.
This is dope.
No, Brett. I just drank so much coffee and I need to poo. Oh, God.
They're closing in.
All right.
God.
So
this is Demon Wall Final Fantasy stuff. I love it.
It absolutely is. Go ahead. Let's go ahead. You can go ahead and click the initiative roll button if you'd like. We'll take a small bathroom break.
So I was joking, but I'm here for that. Thank you.
Yeah. No, it's. I would also like to use the restroom as well. So if people,
there's no active combat encounter.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to initiate. Boop. Now there's an active combat encounter. So go ahead.
Roll initiative.
Wow, I can't roll for shit today.
That was my one natural 20.
Be right back.
Used on initiative.
Ooh, 23. Nice.
All right.
I will BRB as well.
Okay, I will leave. Do you guys want to leave the VC mute or unmute? Sometimes we like to talk to chat while we're taking.
Sure.
I'll talk to chat.
All right, I'll be back.
He's off. He's gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
Man, dude, this is like Wall of Flesh from Terraria type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying that it's like Wall of Flesh. I don't know that one. But I know Final Fantasy the Demon Wall.
For some reason, when like the wall started collapsing, my first thought was like, oh man, it's Trivia Murder Party.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the yeah, that's a really good reference. Just with
You're
the
gonna have to
flickering
answer
light.
questions to get out of here.
You must answer
Well,
these
okay.
trivia questions.
Good news.
Most of them are about a country you've never been to.
Yeah. If this ends up being like a runaway type scenario, Tom, you can use your mantle of inspiration thing with your thing that lets you go first.
I've got
I've got combat.
That's gonna be my
coming in.
It's gonna be my combo every single time.
It's so good though. I do have a feeling that this is not just a runaway. I think we have to kill it before it crushes us.
Yeah, it might be.
Brett plays a lot of raid MMOs, and I'm just like, that's what I would do if I was the DM. I'd be like, no, you have to kill this thing or you're gonna die.
Quick, Almond Gill, like merge with it. What is it trying to say?
What does it try? What does it want?
What are the names of all the Transformers?
Optimus Prime. Oh yeah, I do like Murder Trivia Pie. That's a good one.
That's a good
looks like
scheme.
a big old DPS check.
Yeah, basically, right? Like it's an MMO DPS check of like, oh, and that's just the worst because I'm not gonna hit with a single goddamn.
I'm going to burn all of my spell
It seems like we
slots on this
might be
thing.
able to like escape through the top, but that seems like the
or, like,
harder option. That like
like maybe that's where like you've got to like break it and shatter it and stuff like that. So we could try and like split forces, but then I worry that, you know, we're not going to accomplish either one.
I think we'd have to commit to one or the other.
All right, I'm back.
D&D has truly taught me how I can't fucking make decisions.
All right. So is everyone back?
I don't know if
I don't know if
Kelly is.
Kelly is?
Kelly's still mute. Okay, well, we shall wait for Kelly. I think Kelly's the only one we're waiting for.
Yes, we were just discussing what we
I
think is
know.
going to happen. Oh, you were listening.
Yeah. I have wireless headphones. I hear all.
How'd you get them to like not have a delay? I could never get ones that like didn't have any sort of delay.
These are great. I'm using HyperX Alpha Wireless. They're awesome. They're the best wireless headphones I've ever fucking owned. They have like 300 years. They have 300 hours of battery life, and yeah.
Oh, wait, I missed that. What are they?
HyperX Alpha Wireless. They have up to 300 hours battery life, and they have a pretty far range. So, nice. I can literally go to the kitchen and hear you guys if I needed to. So
that's great.
Are they're like over the ear headphones as well. They're not like in-ears or anything.
Yep.
I want to get like zero latency in-ears.
Big
we're pretty close.
Big Dodgers sold them strong to Brett. Yeah, I mean, I've always had HyperX. I've always had HyperX headphones, but when I saw Dukes had the wireless and that they were really good, I'm like, that's the one. I don't care the price. Give me that, you know. So
give me.
All right. So let's do some. We're gonna do for this one. We're gonna do a boss theme.
Tell us those mechanics there, chum.
Excuse me.
You can tell us mechanics?
Am I gonna tell you mechanics? I'm not gonna tell you shit. You figure it out. You figure it out.
There's a low rumble of the wall closing in on us.
Yes. I've told you all you need to know. Yeah, we're gonna do a little custom boss theme that's IO specific. Yeah. Jordan Chin original. So let's fucking go. So
love custom boss music.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So we've got this, and then you'll begin to see the red crimson blood just sort of like whoa. As it begins to fill the area, you just see the crimson mists of the noxious burst of this creature as this horrific visage appears to you. All right, we begin combat. Kagami, it's your turn.
Combat surge, baby!
Oh yeah, sorry, my mistake. Ribeye, you go first.
All right.
Holy shit, we're like at a metal concert.
If anybody hasn't seen it yet, there's the last episode of Stranger Things has an excellent Metallica moment, which reminded me of very much.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it's Ribeye's first. I need to know what Ribeye's doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a Mantle of Inspiration on. I think is it up to 5 people? Because I might be able to do it to Almond Gill as well. Let me see. Actions, bonus action. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, 4 creatures. Okay, so I'm gonna have to prioritize my party first.
No, don't prioritize me because I like to keep my reaction for interception, and I don't need to move in my current position. So
Gotcha. Okay. Then yeah, I'll do Mantle of Inspiration on Vidalia, Pandora, Kagami, and Almangil.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're getting some temporary hit points going here. So I need it one by one. So Vidalia got 5, Almangil got 5. Who else got 5?
Pandora and Kagami.
All right, Pandora.
And they may use their
Kagami.
reaction to move up to their movement speed without provoking attack of opportunity.
If you would like to, feel free to. Yep.
Yeah, get that.
I'm moving. I'm not standing here, fuck this.
Yeah.
All right.
This is where I wish I had that FF14 Paladin ability where
the
just
game's
like
paused.
everything behind me.
Oh, sorry. You're free.
I don't know where to go. There's no coverage.
All right. Well, I guess
Get as
I'll move
far
in
back
and
as you
start
can.
I don't trust any trees.
I love how Kagami's just like, I'm in. Everyone else running away, I'm in.
slapping. I got
I'll stand
monk
behind.
movement. I'll be
I'll
fine.
stand behind. Not too close though. You said within 5 feet you can protect me?
Yes. Well, I can reduce
well-
damage. Once per round I can once per round I can reduce damage one person takes.
I don't want to blast your ears out, so I'll stand away.
All right.
Almangil will not take any movement.
Pandora, you stand next to me. You stand next to me, Pandora.
I know. I'm just worried about
Actually,
area of
I'm gonna move
effect
over here.
events.
Don't worry about that.
I can-
It's fine.
Okay.
Take the ribeye.
I am
I'm so
going-
anxious.
Ribeye, get the F out of there.
Yeah.
I did warn stress.
I know.
2 attacks of opportunity potentially. So
No, because they don't take it with your mantle, right?
only on the people I cast it on. I can't cast it on myself.
No.
However, I do have a free use of invisibility, which is not on my sheet.
That's probably a good thing to use.
What now?
From the Shadow Touched feat, I got a what is it? The hell's that?
Spell and
Yeah, I got a my brain.
No, that's fine. I just need to know what spell it is so I can add it for you.
Invisibility and what the hell's the other one? Inflict wounds. Those are the 2 that need to be on my sheet.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I like
So
this music again.
yeah.
to talk tactics, Tom, if you, because Kagami's gonna go after you, and then it'll be me. You could hold your action that once I'm next to you, you then move away, and then at least if they hit you, I can try and intercept it.
Yeah.
And can you hold a move?
Yeah, I think so. You can hold a dash, which is a move.
Oh yeah,
You just can't dash
take an
through
action.
an area of effect. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
You can't be like, I'm moving. Lol.
Yeah, you can't hold an action and say, when they try and fire breath me, I'm gonna move.
Either do that
okay.
or just like use your invisibility and hope that its attacks are sight based.
All right,
Yeah.
I've added inflict wounds and invisibility to your spell sheet.
Hey. Don't know why they're not popping up on the menu right now, though.
It's
Oh,
probably
there we go.
because they weren't prepared. So I can prepare them for you if you'd like. There you go.
There we go.
Yes, they're innate, aren't they? So they're always.
Because I can use them as a as like a once per long rest kind of thing. I can also use spell slots to cast them as well.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Sounds good.
So I think I should do the invisibility. Let's go with that one.
Yeah,
I'll cast
it's-
invisibility on myself.
All right, you're not using the spell shot for this, so
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and well, bam.
All right, and then I'm gonna try to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move here,
Okay.
and then that's all my actions. So unless they're attack of opportunitying me, that's the best I can do.
Okay. Gloria.
What about my turn?
Kagami.
Oh, sorry, Kagami. That combat surge threw me off. My apologies.
It's like combat
Kagami.
surge, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because
it's all
combat
good.
surge ribeye went first.
Yeah, it's all good. Kagami, your turn.
So now it would be my turn. All right. Should I try to scan or should I just do damage?
You can
always
do
what I think.
so no scans that you could do. You're free to do investigation and nature checks, but you'll have to ask for something specific.
Okay, and those will take bonus actions though.
Or actions, completely up to you.
Yeah.
For this creature, investigation or nature will reveal information, but you have to be specific about the questions that you ask.
I'm bad at both of those, so I'm just gonna hit this little pod.
Sounds good.
When in doubt, I cast punch.
I cast punch.
Long sword. That should do an extra 1d6 acid damage.
If you do decide to use it, would you like to decide to use
Yes,
that?
it's once per turn.
Okay. So let me. I want
go.
to see if I added it. I did not add it, so I'm gonna go ahead and add. Sorry about this. I thought I already added this.
That's cool.
Give me a
Vidalia's looking wild off to the right there, like in the darkness with like the blood mist kind of swirling around it.
I'm Raven over here, away from all the tentacles.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the acidic longsword. This will be a special, and all it does, so we treat this as essentially like a sneak attack. Is the is the best way to do that.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to add 1d6 and do acid. If you look over at your character sheet, I included an acidic once per turn special function that you can do now. So go. Yeah, we'll take. Yeah, perfect. You dealt 11 points of damage to the tentacle, to the viney tentacle. As you cut it, you'll see it like gash open with the sap kind of like just gushing out.
I'm gonna expend a key point.
Okay.
To use flurry of blows.
Okay.
2 unarmed strikes.
All right, that 8 points of damage and
its ass.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
Great job.
All right. Does that end your round?
It do.
Now it's Gloria's turn.
Okay, so Gloria's gonna pull out her rod rather than her sword and just say, I'll be back in just a second. Give me a minute. And I'm gonna go, 5, 10, 15. And then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Let's see it.
I can't find my little spell thingies, so I'm not gonna do the little rhyme that I do. Burning Hands.
Okay.
I'll spell. It's not giving me
Desert heat and scorching sands. Take these burning hands.
Hey, thank you. Wonderful. I can't see my my cone.
So you have to click cast spell.
Yeah, it should be something.
I
when
did.
When you cast it, it should say like place template.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do it for you.
I got it.
Okay.
Place link template. There we go. And then I've learnt my lesson.
All
right.
right.
I should catch them both.
Very good, very good. Okay, so it looks like the DC for the dexterity save is going to be
13.
8. It's going to attempt to shift over. That creature's going to fail to do so. The pod also attempts to shift. It succeeds, but it's save for half, correct?
Half damage, and the fire ignites any flammable objects.
Okay, so the pod itself, instead of taking 4 points of damage, will be taking 8 points of damage. As you'll see, as this creature is going to be extra susceptible to fire. As you strike with fire, you'll kind of hear the creature just, and it'll.
Didn't like that, did you, big
and
doof?
and it will.
Kill him, Gloria.
And it will shift into the wall in response.
Nice. Hey, that's even better because now I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go back to my friends so I can protect them with intercept.
Okay. Does that end your round?
That'll be done.
Okay. This vine is going to. Well, it's not loading for some reason. 1 second, please. Why is this character sheet? Oh, it's because I got that. Okay, anyways. This one is going to lash its vines forward in this area. Does a 12 break your armor class?
That will miss.
All right. Ending that, we will now go to Vidalia.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to heal myself by killing that thing next to Kagami or if I want to
Yeah,
that's
go for
awesome.
That.
That saves spell slots on healing. That's a great use of it.
So I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to put my Hunter's Mark. If it's someone else's turn and the monster's killed, can I still use a bonus action to move the Hunter's Mark, or do
if
I
you
have
have
to
a
do it
bonus,
again?
if you have a bonus action remaining, yes.
On someone else's turn though? Okay.
No, not on someone else's turn. No, it has to.
I think on your turn you could just move it, even if the creature's dead, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the one next to Kagami, and then I will attack it.
Make sure to cast Hunter's Mark in your spell sheet.
Oh yeah.
So it takes away from your there.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
Well, all right, cool.
And then I shall attack it. So
5 damagios as well.
Wait, what? Unarmed strike. Oh, I see.
All right.
Sorry, I clicked it twice.
No, it's all good.
The
13 is it. The first one. There it is. Oh, you clicked it twice.
The 21.
Yeah, the 21 hits as you shoot the arrow over there. This will shatter away.
You remember how? Because it's not in my description. Do I gain 6 hit points? Was that it?
You gain 1d6 hit points.
Oh, okay. So I roll. Okay.
1d6 temporary hit points specifically.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I will tell you exactly what you gain. I thought I put it there, but I guess I didn't. My apologies. Let's see here. Bloodthirsty. Excuse me. 2d6. Roll 2d6.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Oh, it's only temporary hit points, not actual.
It is temporary hit points, and it will replace the temporary hit points you already have. If it's higher. So slash roll space. Yep, perfect. So your 5 temporary hit points now becomes 6
so it's like a
temporary
shield.
hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
It's good to know it's not actual healing.
And then I'll use my bonus action to place Hunter's Mark on the other guy. So Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Do you have your Hunter's Mark was already a bonus action, correct?
Yeah, you've already cast it.
You are unable to move it this turn.
Next turn.
Oh.
Because you only have one bonus
a
action
bonus.
per round. You've already cast it to cat, so you can't use another bonus action to move it.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Does that end your round?
Yes.
Okay, dokie. There we are.
If I cast it as my action, that would have been different.
You are unable to cast it as an
able
action.
to attack.
Mark's got it.
Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, and then you can attack, and then you have to wait till the next turn to use another bonus action. So you get 1 per turn.
Okay.
All right. Almond Gill will step up to the plate. 5, 10, 15, 20. As a bonus action, we'll go ahead and cast their shillelagh upon their arms. As you'll see their gnarled arms become more weaponized, and then we'll strike with the gnarled arm of Almond Gill. A 14 is sufficient, dealing 4 points of damage. The pod will. I will shoot a poisonous barb over at Pandora at a disadvantage. 5 will miss. Okay.
That was in character, by the way.
Yeah, and then at the end of the round of saying Guarbo, you'll see it shift back up to the forward. Pandora, it's your turn.
Okay, so here's a little kicker, yeah? Gil is standing so close to them. But with Shatter, it's just a 10-foot 10-foot radius sphere.
Mm-hmm.
So can I cast it on like these two?
If you aim it
without
appropriately,
hitting him?
yes.
Okay. All right. I would like to cast Shatter.
Okay.
I love Brett's. If you aim it correctly.
I still don't fully understand that function, but I'm gonna try. Okay.
So when you cast it should put the template down, and then you can move it around.
Okay, cast spell. And shit. I guess like that. Team? Is that?
I mean, I can't see it.
We can't see it. You have to put it down.
You're gonna do all you, baby. Like,
that's fucked
we don't
up.
see it until you go here, and then we'll see it.
That's so fucked up. Do I know how much health Gil has?
Nope.
That's a great question.
Is the area
Ask him
you
how
have
healthy
to,
he is.
Let's see. It just says on the spell description, it just says within range. You don't have to see the area, so you could put it in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
They're still in it, right?
Yep, they are. As you place the shatter down, let me go ahead and do a Constitution saving throw. That'll fail as the pod will, and then a Constitution saving throw here. That will also fail, dealing 15 points of damage.
Oh, let's go!
Great job, Pandora. That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna leave it. That's all I got.
All right. At the top of the round, you will see the creature continue to shift as the wall begins to reverberate and vibrate as the following will happen. Oop, oop. All right, you will see a pod rupture out, and then another pod's going to rupture out there, and then a vine will surge out forward.
We don't want the vines.
Pods and vines.
Children.
I think the vines are the scarier ones.
Okay, Kagami, it's your
The pods
turn.
and the vines, I think, if we've got any fire, use fire.
I don't. I just have electricity.
So the vine is the one in front of me, right?
Correct.
Be careful, Kagami.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm attacking the vine.
Okay.
R.I.P. Vine.
That
This
will strike
plus the
for 9
acidic
points of
damage.
damage. Another 5 points of damage as the acid strikes true against the vine.
All right. And I will use my bonus action to use a normal unarmed strike from martial arts.
That will hit, dealing 6 points of damage.
And I will shift my movement up 1 square
Okay.
to be here, so I can hopefully maybe take some hits away from Almondgill. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Moving on, Gloria.
Okay, Gloria will just turn to Ribeye and Panera and say, okay, I'm gonna go and try and help Garmangil and Kagami. You guys stay safe. And I'm gonna boop, boop, boop. And as I move, I'm gonna put away my rod and draw my sword. And I am gonna use good old, it never lets me down except all the time, Booming Blade.
Yup, yup, yup. All right.
I don't know why this has a radius. The spell doesn't have a radius. But I have to make a attack with Inazuma. Yep, natural one. Yeah,
there it
every
is.
time.
There it is,
so
baby. So yeah, as you try to strike against this creature with the natural one, it will take that opportunity to slap its vine to both Almondgill and Gloria. Will a 15 break your armor class?
15 doesn't hit me.
It does.
Hit Almondgill?
It does hit Almondgill for 11 points of damage.
Interception!
Let's go.
So reduce it by 7.
All right.
To old Almondgill. That is my reaction used this turn.
Excellent. All right. Temporary hit points sapped away. So 7. Hold on 1 second. I have to do some big maths.
Quick maths. Let's go.
43,
That's okay.
11, 32, 7. It'll reduce by 7, which means Almondgill will have 1 temporary hit point remaining. Okay. Excellent. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
That will be all. Thank you, Brett.
You are welcome. Ribeye.
I have not used this particular. Oh, that does use a 2nd level spell slot. I was gonna say maybe I can cast Phantasmal Force and get a guaranteed 1d6 damage on it pretty much every turn as long as I'm concentrating on it. But I apologize for this. The description for this is very long.
All good.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna break my concentration on invisibility.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up just a touch, because you never really know with these kinds of things. And I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on this creature to make it believe that it's on fire.
Okay, let's see it. Thank you very much. Let me
Wow,
see.
that is such a long description.
It's all good. Give me 1 second, just to read everything. Against your sales CC, if the check succeeds and the target realizes. For example, target there. An affected target is so convinced the phantasm of reality. Takes damage from the illusion of phantasm created to appear as the creature there. Similarly, phantasm created to appear as fire, full of acid, lava burn. Each round on your turn, the phantasm. Okay, cool, awesome. Here we go. As it believes it has caught itself on fire with the 6 points of psychic damage, you will see it once again. Will sink back into the wall.
We got opportunity attacks from that?
You do not. No.
Makes sense. It's like merging into the wall.
Yeah, it's still that whole wall
Gotcha.
is the creature. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder
I'm kind
if
of
that
hoping
was.
you've just stun locked it.
I'm also kind of wondering if that was a wise move, because it's possible that he's just going to keep spawning more pods and vines, or he might run out of resources. Only time will tell at this point.
Yeah, we'll see.
How does that end your round, Ribeye?
I still got a bonus action left.
You have movement as well if you want to move back.
Yeah, I didn't move terribly. Yeah, I'll move. I'll keep Vidalia company.
Okay. Does that end your round?
Yes.
Okay. The pod will specifically look over at the bony boy and will do... Oh, yep, he absolutely would do that. Critical miss, as the needle will fire past you.
Oh, these guys got ranged attacks, that's right.
And, yes, that will be that. Vidalia, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I will use my bonus action to move my Hunter's Mark to the top one.
Okay.
And I will do... I'll use my attack. And if it hits... Let's see.
21 will hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and use my my birds on it for 1d6.
And you get another d6 from
More
Hunter's
damage.
Mark, don't forget.
Oh yeah, and that too. A 2d6, right?
Yep. All right.
Let's go.
Hey.
11 points of damage as it'll shatter away the pod.
Goodbye. Okay, and that's all.
Okie dokie.
So I get so temporary HP. Do I just only get? Does it stack?
If you
up?
finish it, it does not stack. Go ahead and roll a 2d6 though to see what you got though.
Yeah, you always get the highest amount. So if you get like 12 on the 2d6, it will replace the 6.
Oh, the same.
So it's the same.
if you have,
So
like-
it will
Yeah, I
not
get
move
it.
at this point. Next up is here we go.
Also, reminder, we all have the Faeblood energy that can be used as a
Temporary hit points.
temporary HP. But it's also Faewunder currency.
Yeah. As you'll see the vines lash forward, this will strike at both Gloria and Kagami.
Oh, and I don't know my reaction to shield, so I will take this damage.
Yep, that will hit me as well.
All right, 8 points of damage and 8 points of damage. Let me go ahead and get everyone's resources displayed so you guys can be,
Awares
and terrified of the impending doom of your hit point bar. Okay, and then finally it's Almond Gill. Almond Gill will look around, seeing. There we go.
You need to remember we can use bonus actions to command him as well.
Yep. He's going to go in and he's going to. The 12 will miss, but the 23 hits, dealing 5 points of damage. Okay. And with that, at the end of the creature's turn, it will shift back through the wall. Pandora, it's your turn.
Yes. God damn it. Gil, I need you to stop standing in between the enemies.
I am trying my best.
I'm I'm sorry. Oh, that's so. You're doing great, and I'm so proud of you. Okay.
If there's someplace you'd like me
to,
if there's someplace you'd like me to stand, be sure to command me to do so.
Okay.
Otherwise, I shall fight with full feather.
I could use shatter on these two, and no one would get hit. But I feel like
we gotta stack damage on the big boy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should I just shatter the big boy?
Unless you got other spells you want to use, like if you're happy with that, keep going.
I think it just did so well last time.
Hell yeah, full bite.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna shatter this bitch again. Yeah.
Okay. Cast your spell.
Okay. Let's do that.
Oh.
And I'm gonna do this.
Is that max damage?
That
Let's go.
Max damage.
Not quite.
With a critical hit.
Oh my god.
It will take 18 points of damage, and the next time it rolls against a shatter, it will roll at a disadvantage.
I don't take well to being tricked, Mr. Bachman.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, can I grant Bardic Inspiration on Gloria?
Thank you.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that by singing her a little song. Don't worry, Gloria, you can hit him next time. Yeah. And then I blow her a kiss.
That's real Bardic Inspiration.
And Bardic Inspiration has been granted to Gloria. So just
Gloria, in a very uncharacteristically Chad move, catches the kiss.
Do you know, Tom? I was literally thinking it as Cooley said it. I was like, nah, she wouldn't do that.
Wow.
But I did think it.
Pandora, that's your action, bonus action. You have a movement remaining. Is there anything else you'd like to do for this turn?
No, I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at. So
All right. This pod is going to look over specifically at Pandora, and that'll miss for 8. The 8 will not break the armor class. Top of the round, you're going to see spawn from here. Let's see. As 2 more pods will begin to take shape.
Yes. Stay there.
Yes.
Yes.
Kagami, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit the big guy. Because big guy needs slappage.
Okay.
Long sword. Okay,
That is a critical
That's a
miss.
critical miss.
Which means once again, you're going to see this creature just lash forward, striking at all 3. Both Gloria, Kagami, and Almond Gill. 7 will not break anyone's armor class,
Can I use
so
my
you're
silvery
good.
barbs?
It didn't hit, I think.
It didn't hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
27 to attack.
Fuck it. Flurry of blows. I'm gonna do 1 unarmed strike on the vine, and then 1 on the big guy.
So low.
As flurry of blows.
Also, I don't know why, but it said Silvery Barbs and Misty Step are at-will abilities, and they definitely are not at-will
Oh my god, can you imagine?
I'm just so powerful.
All right, so that's a 15 on the vine and a 14 on the big guy.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just fixing this real quick. All right, cool. So repeat again. The 15 is to who?
The vine.
The vine itself. That will hit for how much damage? 5?
5.
Excellent. So close. And the 14, where's that going?
The big guy, San Guarvo.
Okay. The 14 is insufficient as you'll punch against its exterior bark.
Well, that's all I can do.
All right. Next up, Gloria.
Okay, here we go. Is this going to be a big turn? We'll find out. Probably not. First thing Gloria's going to do is draw her rod, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Woo!
Because I got a nice little lined up bunch of people here. So
okay. All right, so let's go ahead and ooh, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and do a dex save there. That succeeds for half. That succeeds Yeah, that ultra succeeds. And the big
guys are the ones who I'm hoping are vulnerable, right?
Yes. So we're gonna take 9 points of damage. We're gonna take, even though it was a critical hit, these are just little lines, 9 points of damage. The dexterity save fails here, so that 9 points of damage turns into 18 points of damage. And now, as a legendary reaction, it looks like this creature's going to shift back into the wall, but instead it uses all of its strength and effort to push forward. As it does so, it will push you all back through forced movement because the wall is now. That includes Almond Gill. Just give me a minute to move everybody over. Okay. That is going to move everyone there. And then you're going to see everyone just charging in all the way completely.
Well. This ain't good.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have much farther to run away.
Okay, 1 second. And then
I'd like to think that during that, when it's like everyone's pressed up against the wall of wood, everyone's screaming, but then Pandora realizes how close she is to Vidalia. And like, is the one person not screaming is just kind of staring.
She's blushing so hard.
Pressed
She didn't even make a noise.
So as the fire strikes against the creature and you see it rush over, it seems to be attacking in desperation and will no longer hide when fire damage is dealt to it.
Well, I still get the free 1d6.
Nope.
I am going to, seeing this, I like to imagine that as it's pushing us back, like Gloria is like got a shield out and is like trying to push against it as hard as she can. Oh man, I really wish we weren't all grouped together because I could have used a cantrip to help try and catch a few of these guys. I am going to use. Oh, do I want to use? Oh, that's going to catch Kagami and Almond Gill, though. I will use an action surge to gain a new action.
Okay.
And as part of that action, I can use my sword. And I will make a booming blade attack against the big lad.
Okay.
Never lets me down. I'm just going to cast the spell, so we've got the reference.
I need you to stop saying that. I feel like it's jinxing it.
No, what are you talking about? Never lets me down.
Roll the dice.
Never lets me down.
That will miss. All right.
Did you use magic already?
Does that end your round?
Bardic inspiration, that might save it.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I might as well use it. Yeah, sure.
You can get the max roll, maybe. Might be enough.
9 is insufficient.
I hate it here. I'm not okay. I'm like losing.
At least Gloria's doing big damage with those AoEs, though.
The burning hands. I'm finally doing. I'm doing something, guys. I'm doing it. I got my reactions and everything is great.
Gloria, does that end your round?
The only thing I think I'm gonna do, and it's gonna take an attack opportunity, but I want to be ready to try and defend the little bros.
Okay.
I'm actually going to move around here just so I'm in intercept range for these three.
All right.
I think Almond Gill and Kagami are pretty tough, and I've seen Kagami take like dodge blows and stuff, so I want to protect these three.
Okay. So, does that end your round?
Yeah. Does the Vine or the big lad want to make opportunity attacks?
Nope.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
That's an interesting discovery.
Ribeye.
All right. So the description for Phantasmal Force says, each round on your turn, the Phantasm deals... Oh, no, it's not in the area anymore because it moved. Shoot.
What?
Let me see.
I'm thinking
let me check the description again here.
Sure thing.
The target, if it's in the Phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the Phantasm that the illusion created. So that Phantasm doesn't follow it, it seems like.
Correct.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Womp, womp, womp.
Well, it was a good shot. I've got one second level slot left, so I'm going to try and just deal as much damage to it as possible. And hey, maybe this will open up some room as I cast, where the heck is it? There we go. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2. And if it fails a wisdom saving throw, then using its movement S to try to move as far away from us as possible. However, I'm not sure that it can move this wall and run away.
As you cast across it, it automatically succeeds.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
I'm noticing a trend.
Legendary resistance has been engaged.
Or it is deafened.
Disgusting.
I love it.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Trees don't got ears.
What a great way to use.
We knew that. We knew it couldn't hear or speak to us.
All we knew is that it couldn't communicate back to us. We didn't know it could hear us speaking.
That's true.
All right. I'm gonna take my movement then and GTFO. And then for let's see. Pandora hasn't been hit yet. You know, it's still good for safety's sake and just in case anybody needs a refresh on where they want to be positioned. I'm gonna use another Mantle of Inspiration. This time on.
Man, keep getting those 5s.
Gloria, Pandora, Almengil, and Kagami. Even though Pandora doesn't get the. Oh, what was it?
Nope, go on. What were you gonna? Yeah, what were you?
I was gonna say, even though Pandora doesn't get the temporary hit points, I just want to make sure she has a place that she wants to move to.
All right, you guys are free to take reactions to move if you wish. Almengil will stay and fight because no other command has been given to him. To them, excuse me.
I would like to move where Vidalia is standing. Is that okay? Can we both stand there? No, is that not how that works?
You can't. You won't be able.
You can't end in the same space.
I mean, if you want.
Vidalia can move as well.
Yeah, I
Scooby-Doo
can.
ass
Sit on my shoulders.
Was Vidalia given the Mantle of Inspiration?
She was. Yeah, it's everybody but me, wasn't it? Yeah.
I thought Gloria was given I heard Gloria.
I gave it to everybody but Vidalia.
Yeah, so Vidalia will not be able to move.
But I'm not in front of the boss, am I?
I'm actually going to take the reaction on this, I think.
All right, then I am going to go behind Gloria.
Okay, so I'm going to go where you were.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to
I feel protected.
Ribai, that's your action, bonus action, and if you have any movement left? Or action, bonus action, excuse me.
I have 5 feet of movement left, and I'm gonna do this.
All right,
that ends my turn.
Vidalia.
All right, well, it wouldn't be attack of opportunity on me, right? Since I'm not right next to it, or would it?
It shouldn't be because unless it has reach, which I don't know if it has, but it has not performed any attacks of opportunity on us so far.
Okay. Well, I want to back up. I don't like this. So I'm going to back up a bit. And I'm going to use my bonus action to move my Hunter's Mark onto the main dude because he just keeps spawning people anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that and use my weapon.
Ooh! Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, 2d6 here.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, if you can back
oh my God.
On turn,
Oh yeah.
that would free me up some stuff. That's
Me?
huge. Yeah.
Birds and everything's flying at this thing.
Okay, I can do that. I'll back up.
You can back off like 10 feet or
Birds
like get
passing
next to
right
Vidalia and
back.
Ribai. That'd be ideal.
Unless Ribai can't hear the gun, I don't think, right?
No, this does not deafen Ribai. Does that end your round?
Yep.
All right.
I know
Vines.
my turns are very similar, but it's strong.
No, you're good. Vines do be vining, as it will over at Almengil and over at Kagami. 24, that'll hit. 14 points
Max
of damage.
too.
Yeah, 14 points of damage to Almengil, 14 points of damage over to Kagami. Next up is the oh yeah, we're gonna shoot poison at disadvantage over on Gloria. That's a miss. Yes. This one's gonna shoot at Pandora, also at disadvantage. 17. Oh no.
Damn.
I can't intercept it.
That will break the that is 17 points of poison, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is 7 points of poison.
Wait,
Oh, 7. Sorry. Guys, give me a break. Give me a break. I will fix the issue. Don't get all on me at once.
That's so bad.
No, it's fine. 7 points of damage. The Constitution saving throw will fail until the end of Pandora's turn. She is poisoned.
So what does that mean exactly? How does that work?
You have disadvantage on pretty much all of your checks and attacks.
Fuck, I should have used shield. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Almond Gill will continue to attack at the creature. Miss and hit for 10 points of damage.
Take that 10.
All right. And then, oh my god. The boss actually gets to go on this round. This is awesome. Okay. So a couple of things are gonna happen. First, I'm going to be doing a check for no particular reason. Okay, cool, awesome. We're gonna go ahead and
Tom, you moved over. If you hadn't moved over, that 5-foot little step you made.
It will not do. Actually, it will not do any of attacks. However, it will push everyone back. Smiley face. 10 feet as the wall
Back there, I don't like that.
as the wall continues to push forward. Not everyone, just like
Front row.
just this row. Just this row. Yeah, just right up to there. You'll actually see Gloria is actually going to push behind Pandora.
Yes.
Pandora.
I'm trying to keep her out of harm's reach.
Yeah, Pandora, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Is that a disadvantage because of the poison?
It would be.
Yes, it would be.
What the hell? What? Okay, how do I do that again?
Control to click on the check.
Actually, you don't need to make an athletics check. My apologies.
Okay.
Because you are also being Actually, no. I'm sorry. Make the athletics. So as Gloria is pushed back, Pandora is actually going to fall prone, not able to maintain her balance.
You've been falling all this whole time.
It is
And you are
canon.
poisoned. It's like weakened. You're like,
Oh no.
Oh, my ankles.
The wall continues to close in. You probably have about 3.5 rounds remaining before you start getting crushed. Pandora.
Oh.
No, this is fine. Okay, so does it take a full action to stand up?
It takes
movement.
Okay, I'm going to take half my movement speed to stand up.
Okay.
Half of my, well, not half of it, but I am going to back up because Gloria asked me to.
Also, I don't want you to get through again.
And then...
Another 5 if you can. Can you get another 5?
Yeah, so...
You would have been okay. Actually, you would have been interesting.
And then I am going to use Shatter for my last second level spell slot.
Yes.
Yes. This will be made at a disadvantage. So here we go. Even with disadvantage, still succeeds, taking 6. Is it safe for half? I don't.
Safe for half, yeah.
It is? Okay. Yep.
I think I like spit out some like poison basically out of my mouth after I attack him. Like, take that.
12 points there as that's going to shatter that
poison
pod.
can be sucked out.
That is going to be another 12 points of damage.
Oh, never mind.
And then if I've used my movement speed, can I still use my bonus action?
Yes, you can.
Okay. In my bonus action, I'm granting Gloria Bardic Inspiration again. It's my second and only one, or second and last one. And I'm gonna sing her a little jig one more time. It's okay. Last time was just practice round. You got this, Gloria. And then I send her a kiss.
Okay. That is
You're
your
so cute.
That last Bardic Inspiration. All right, does that end your round?
That's it, yeah.
Pod time, spew. We're gonna attack Kagami.
Not spew, dude.
No,
Spew!
never
No, spew.
That's gonna miss.
That will miss.
Okay. And now, at the top of the round, you're going to see the following spit out. Let's fucking go. I think we're gonna do this one.
Another big old
this
vine.
one.
Another big old vine.
This one and this one. Sorry, this didn't drag over it. This one.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Kagami.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to attack the big one.
The big one.
Don't worry. I'm still
20
going
to hit,
to
6
attack.
damage plus 5 acid.
Okay. Sorry, rolling a bunch of initiatives, for funsies. 5, 6, 11. Okay.
One of those vines almost went before you.
Yep.
I will unarmed strike as a bonus action.
As you make contact with the creature, how do you dispatch of Sanguarbo?
So I take my hand that is holding the torch, and I sort of turn it backwards in my hand like a stake, and I just bury it into its eye.
As you'll just see the entire crumbling of vines and pods, and the creature just
Yes!
as the wall sort of collapses in on itself. End the encounter.
That was close.
We almost died.
I haven't felt that claustrophobic since I came out of the ground.
With the creature, within the
go
creature that you find, you will discover several items of note.
Loot.
You will. Go on.
Nope, that was like an involuntarily. Sorry.
Oh, all good. You will find the following: a piece of. Hold on, can we link that? Cool. A piece of petrified corpse wood, 2 Evergarden blooms that will expire within 48 hours, a seed of the Sanguarbo, and a mysterious emblem. All of which you were able to claim with as your own. After spending some time and looking at it, you will actually see the description of what everything does. Who will be
Like we can
picking
grow
up?
one of those things?
The Sanguarbo seed, yes.
Requires a source of blood to facilitate further growth.
Well,
I'm out.
I will definitely take the Evergarden bloom to make potions. I can't today, obviously, but I can tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I could take
if we
the seeds
grow
too.
our own Sangorba, it can make Evergarden blooms.
Yeah,
So that's why the garden above, I'm guessing.
that's huge. I mean, I could take them both if you guys don't mind, but I mean, because I'm the alchemist. But
I mean, you're doing the alchemy.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
those are both good for you. So yeah.
okay.
You just need to figure out how to facilitate its growth legally.
The mysterious emblem can be identified with the identify spell, and you will see that is where I will make a roll to see what exactly you find.
I would like to take the emblem,
Okay.
perhaps.
Okay.
Do it.
So I'll carry that until we can identify it.
Okay. And then the petrified corpse wood.
Is this like a big piece of wood? Like,
It looks like a solid petrified chunk of what you had originally saw before. It's something that you could pick up. It's not extremely hefty or gonna be something that's gonna slow you down.
I don't want it, but I'll carry it for someone. I don't really want it though.
I mean, we
it's
could
gross and
sell it.
creepy.
I mean, it fell.
You will also notice they all have market.
Too.
They all have market values, so you are free to sell these objects as well if you're able to find
We
a
can take
willing
it to everybody's
buyer.
mommy. It's necrotic.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's true.
You will also notice with the petrified corpse wood that indeed you can sell it, or if someone would like to gain knowledge of carpenter's tools or woodcarver's tools, you can create an effigy out of it with a successful craft.
I was looking at thinking of carpentry, but I wanted to wait until maybe we went back to the city or did something, but I don't know what's going to happen, so... That's a me thinking out loud and speaking, and shouldn't have.
I will say Pandora's having a moral issue with the blood thing on the seed, but she's keeping that to herself too.
Oh God, holds the seed.
She's like, am I gonna be a vampire?
I hate to mention this, but this wall in front of us does not appear to be going anywhere after destroying that thing.
As you'll look up, you will realize you are at the end of the cave where you kind of see the cracks from above ground.
Am I still poisoned?
No, you are not.
Okay.
As you look around, you believe with enough time, you will be able to climb out of here and leave the area if you so wish.
Yay!
And
Should we investigate and see if there's anything here worth taking besides the loot of the boss before we leave? Just the completionist in me.
You're free to roll an investigation if you'd like.
All right. Where's I?
All right. As you sort of spend the remnants of the dawn now turning into evening, looking around, you find nothing else of note.
Great. Glad I did that.
Very happy to just get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Have to agree.
All right.
Let's do it.
And so with that, after spending probably the better part of an hour looking for loose vines, roots, and things, you manage to scale yourself up the wall through the cracks and return back just outside the Evergarden, where the cave seems to have entirely collapsed itself in.
Oh, good. Cleanup took care of itself.
And with that, now that you're in the Evergarden, you're free to do whatever you wish. But for now, that is where we will wrap up today's session of March on Faewunder. Thank you so much for playing.
We should definitely head back to the castle.
Yes, we should.
The story.
It's castle time. Main story.
Well, you will need to, I'm assuming long rests will be in order because it is currently.
Camp RP.
Currently, yes. So there'll be some camp RP before you migrate over to the castle next session. Awesome. Quick question, because I know we talked about this offline. Were we going to do next Saturday at 4 p.m. EST for the next session of Faewunder, or is that something
I'm down.
Does that work for everyone?
I can do that. Yeah.
You say 4 p.m. EST. Yeah, I can do normal time. Yeah.
On Saturday?
I think so. Yeah, I don't have anything on my calendar, so I think it's free.
That's
Yeah,
the 23rd, right?
That would be the 23rd. That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the day after my birthday party, so I'm going to be hungover, but I'm here for it.
That's fine.
Sure, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll wish you a happy birthday. Where in Io, your birthday gift is nothing. People are born every day. You don't get special treatment. So
So true.
In the Io sense, but as your friend, happy birthday, and I hope you have a good birthday.
Yeah.
As your DM, I ain't giving you shit. In fact, I'm giving you a disadvantage because you're growing older and weaker and more frail.
Jesus.
My back. My hips.
That's right.
right.
You're back. You're fucking back. So good session. Did you guys enjoy the
That's cool.
the dungeon delve?
Yeah.
The lighting was trippy too. It was cool.
I like the beginning of it where it's just like, oh, this poor thing lost its children. Its children were nutrients.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
They were not willing children.
It turns out that if something looks evil, it's probably evil.
It might just genuinely be evil. It might not be the DM being don't judge a book by its cover.
This is so telling for me in real life where I'm just like, I always just want to see the good in people, and then I always get taken advantage of.
I love the I love what I asked if they were biological or adopted. And you're like, ooh, hold on.
Yeah, well,
that's kind of when I was like, okay.
Well, and that's the thing as a DM, like I don't have you can't be like the mindset of so many people. Sometimes it takes a moment just to be like, what would they say in this situation? You know,
yeah.
So that's also very important. Hey, let's bake some bongos. You guys want to see how we did? Bingo bongo.
Bingo bongo.
Let's see what's going on. We're approaching time. If any of you guys have to leave right now, you're free to do so. Otherwise,
I like that the bingo title is called Violent Evergarden.
It was.
It's a very accurate name.
They called it. So Nat 20, yes. Pandora learns of Vidalia's nature. I feel like Pandora already knows
I
Vidalia's
almost bet
nature.
her. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't. Pandora still doesn't know.
All right. Ribeye cooks up something good. That's
It's
a
more like
no-pers.
choosing not to know at this
Yeah.
point.
The Evergarden cavern contains fey creatures. Technically, no. We discovered that this was actually a creature born of this plane. Death saving throws? Nope. No one went down. In fact, you guys did a really good job locking down the boss because they did have a mechanic that any fire damage dealt to it would immediately stop, not take its turn.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I was just trying to like catch as many enemies as I could in an AoE, and it just turned out really good.
And it turned out really
Ribeye
good.
came in with the phantasmal fire that did the same thing.
Yeah,
I wasn't
really
entirely
good.
sure that was gonna like work in that regard.
I mean,
was just like, well, I'll just see if it sets on fire.
It believed it was on fire, so it would react. It would react as such. So we're
React
good.
as normally.
Cursed RP. I have to leave that up to you.
we did.
I don't think there was any cursed
I don't
RP.
think so.
I don't think
we
so.
did.
The gang catches up with Brett's plans. I don't know what. I guess that means what? Just returns back to the normal story.
Oh, probably.
I'm
We'll
gonna
never
say
catch up. We're still on session 3 according to Brett's plan.
session 2. You still haven't even gotten to 3 yet.
Too wild.
Yeah. Although, and I did say this before, I'm gonna try and not. Usually I take breaks, but I think with this campaign I'm gonna try not to take breaks because at the end of August, no matter what happens, I gotta either pause or wrap up March on Faewunder. So, not that I don't love you guys, because I love you to bits, but I have.
Now we get it, man.
Other things that I have to do. Okay,
God,
so
he doesn't like us.
What the fuck did I just say? God, you never listen. And that's why I hate you. That's why you never fucking listen. No, I'm kidding. All right. So the party fails to stop the ritual. Jesus Christ. Title dropped during the session. Nope. Shadow forces encountered. Nope. Pandora is completely oblivious to
like the complete
Vidalia.
opposite.
I like this little back and forth. Yeah. The party enters the keep.
We're in the option.
Nope. If you could meet your character, what do you think would be the one guaranteed thing you can bond over? That's
Food.
That is
Being gay.
that. What's that? You know, no offense to HP. That just sounded like the. Did you ever have a dream where you want? Yeah, that's what I just.
So much you could do anything.
So much that you could do anything. Yeah. Party flirting. Yeah, I think there's
that should just be a free space at this
Yeah,
point.
that should be a Faewunder.
I mean, to be fair, the flirting was light this session, but there was
light.
There was honestly incidents that hell happened.
Kisses.
Yeah.
I mean, even during combat, we still.
The kissing wasn't the flirty part, but definitely like, you know, the
Got
staring at the
pushed
legs.
together.
Do you guys push together? That's that's the
You
flirting.
know-
Yeah.
You know what I love about D&D is that none of us have met each other. Well, in my experience, I haven't met any of y'all, but I am
Right.
so comfortable flirting with all of you.
That's the beauty of D&D. It really just opens up and reveals what everyone's all about.
That's the thing.
That's the beauty, baby. Origins of / lore of the Evergarden flowers. We actually did get that.
Yeah.
As you guys discovered from the loot, they grow specifically as a byproduct of this creature. Historia Guild knowledge comes in handy again. It absolutely
always does.
Always does.
It's not this time.
The party meets Racklings. Nope. The keep is alive. Nope. Almond Gill Lord. Nope. Almond Gill's down.
Kinda. We learned how he talks to trees.
Okay. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Almond Gill's down. Nope. Someone in the party tries to seduce an NPC. No.
That would have been weird this episode.
That would have absolutely been weird. Nat 1. Yep. Someone gets charmed or possessed. Nope. New recipe. Nope. And the party finds a portal. Nope. This was not a good bingo for me. I was lucky enough to get sans the free space of even 5 of this here, and
I almost had one. If we just entered that keep, you would have had bingo.
Oh yeah, if you guys just bolted for the keep right there, yeah, I actually would have gotten that. That's okay. We'll get him next time. All right. It's time for some fan art.
Yeah.
It's like Brett,
Get down with the fan art.
it's like Brett had this already loaded up and really wanted the bingo, and he notices that we're almost there, and at the end, right, he's like, "So you guys gotta go to the keep, right?
We gotta go to the keep. We gotta go, right? Ladies.
I love it.
I fucking love this.
I
It
love
is
this
so
nice
good.
comparison.
Let's
Yeah, me
just,
too.
let's-
Oh, it's colored.
yeah, there we go.
That's so cute.
Boba.
I love this, this little trio relationship.
Yeah, I do
that we
too.
have.
I like
We all like
Pandora's
just a
face in this
throuple.
one a lot.
Pandora's
so
face
good.
is just perfect. It is literally
Polly.
perfect.
Yeah.
In character.
Yeah, I mean, it's all great that the beautiful and powerful women are all together, but what about the boys, eh? Why are we down? What about the boys, eh? This is all for
Wait, I love this.
This is for all the This is for all the homies. This is for all the homies I give kisses to and tuck in at night. This is what that's about.
I love kissing my homies goodnight.
Love kissing my homies goodnight.
Just hanging with my good friend Steven.
Yeah, that's what all the shippers are like. Oh, they're good friends.
Yeah. This
I
is
love
from
this one.
This is from Dyer.
Oh,
So good.
God, that was just like I froze up IRL for that one.
Yeah.
I love
This
her in
is.
the
It was
style.
good.
So cute.
It was a good.
It was
a
very
good
cute.
RP moment.
I
Arya
love
came
Gloria's
in.
expression in that.
It's very adorable.
Arya came in with something cool and cursed at the same time. So this is so
God.
pretty amazing that we were able to do that. That was pretty awesome.
Audience, I have a request, but only if you own it. I don't want you to go out of your way to buy it. If you have the 8-foot tall, or is it 10-foot tall skeleton from Home Depot, please dress it up like Ribeye this Halloween.
Amazing.
Amazing. Fruit Owo coming in with a comment.
Oh,
Yes, the Sailor Moon transformation.
hell yeah. Star barrier. She's losing it.
I think this is my favorite panel right here. What is she doing?
I'm obsessed.
So cute.
Love it.
Here we go.
We love a Sailor Moon transformation.
Why won't you die? Dice roll.
Dice roll, son.
And then, of course, why won't you die? Dice roll, son.
That's right. Son.
I love it.
Lovely little scene when we got Kagami discovering the
this.
blood of
This is
Shadow.
cool.
Yeah, that was
Very,
badass.
Yeah.
very impressed by that.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
That's so cool. I was thinking
So
about
anime.
that. the other day.
yeah. Also, let's not forget the owlbear scene. Ruh-roh.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
All-out attack.
Pierced.
Delicioso. Delicioso.
Chef's kiss.
When the
So good.
when the blood of Shadow, greater invisible abilities, and Misty steps out.
I hated that orb. I hated that orb.
Yeah,
so
that
much.
orb was so annoying to track down.
Oh,
I'm invisible. I'm gonna teleport. You don't know where I am. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm taking fairy fire next level.
Bro, I'm right here. I'm right
but
fucking
I don't like
here.
it. Use it that way. Oops.
I don't understand the blue card reference, but I do like this. Can someone explain this to me? Because there's a lot of lulls.
I don't get this.
I don't
I don't get this
understand.
either.
I don't get this. But people actually had a positive reaction. I don't get blue card. What is this? Sports? I don't watch sports.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand.
It's soccer. It's just yellow and red.
Yeah, giving him money. Oh yeah, the credits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a use of the credits.
I needed money for the fucking
Oh, see, I haven't
and
actually.
everyone was like, I'll pitch it.
I get it now. I fucking get it. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Because now I need to get an artist to actually make what the credits look like. But that works. That works. I'm so sorry.
Now I just need art of me, Kagami opening his gold pouch and it just going.
Yeah. Almond Gill is Io's new Ian Anderson, as Pandora shows Almond Gill some new notes.
Cute.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
crying.
Aww.
That's good. That's very good.
I like to think this is after like several like weeks of training him with the pan flute, and then like the first one is like she plays the first part, and then the second part is just her.
Yeah. So Rabbi King made a really cool like campfire theme. We could listen to a little bit of it. It's 3 minutes long, so we can't listen to the whole thing. But please go over to fan art and oh, whoops, that's the wrong window. Please go check it out because it's a jam, dude. It's a freaking
Jam up in here?
A lovely little campfire concert for everyone.
Hell yeah.
We do have 2.5 bards in the party.
Yep. Yep.
Is Almond Guild a 0.5?
Yes, he's half a bard now.
Yep.
That's the right one.
So make sure you guys go over and check out the SoundCloud when you get an option there. Not the right
He's
one.
saying it's not the right one.
That's the one that was linked. If you'd like,
You're playing Winter Frolic. On the bottom, you can see it there.
Oh, my apologies. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh.
All right, there it is. My apologies, everyone. So, yep. Good stuff. I don't know why that was playing, but okay. But yeah, feel free to go
Check it out.
go check it out because it's nice little Dootin'. Nice little party there.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and head over to fan art and check it out.
I love that people are making music.
Oh, I love it too.
Yeah,
It's
so good.
It's so good. It's so good. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Yeah, please check it out. That was such a beautiful piece. This one smells lovely. Ooh. Oh, what is it?
That
Ooh, it's a little
skeleton
bit.
is
It's
incredible.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, just a little.
Oh, no.
Oh
Oh no.
Yeah. So, Hair, thank you so much. Welcome.
awesome.
Enjoy your fan art roll. Also, yeah, Rabbi King, let me get you
love
that
the style.
fan art roll as well. Awesome. Next up is it's Lady Lexicon coming in with the Final Fantasy inspired title cards. Decided to make it a little more stylized. Very cool.
Dang, you got Almond Gill on the box art.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how you know he's the main character.
Amp Puritan made you guys in what you call Metopia.
So cute.
Yeah,
So good.
thought that was
The
pretty good.
Pandora face. So good.
It's very good. This is
It's perfect. They got there's a chef class in that. In there.
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. And of course, we've got some lovely little music being played
of
around
course,
Oh
here.
my god.
Hey, good news. He's back, baby. There he is.
Yes.
He's just camping out, having a good time.
Man.
Just having a. Oh! Hey, some cooking time.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. Cold.
This is going to become the new thing of the fan art section of just what's Ribeye up to this week?
What's Ribeye up to this week? Cold keto. Hey, yo.
Oh, okay.
That's so good.
That's
Who wants some eggs and also a beating?
I'll beat your eggs.
You're so quick on those, Tom.
There we go. Very
my
good.
That's a spicy meatball.
Hey, yo.
Hell yes.
God.
Cute.
That's so
I love
pretty.
the stylized hair that everybody does for Vidalia. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
There's so many different stuff. I'm loving it.
I tried to draw it.
Fashion.
And...
Just a little mad.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so different.
That's
that.
fun.
Yep.
I love it.
And
You
then
haven't seen that side of me yet.
we got a.
Yet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, the kids are.
Yes.
Bad kiss.
Yes.
One day.
I love
one
it.
day.
In my mind, Gloria caught the kiss.
All right, that ends today's fan art. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for everything.
All right. Saturday.
Yeah. So
Saturday at 4
next Saturday we'll do just a temporary schedule. We're still gonna be doing Wednesdays at 4 p.m. EST, but because of the scheduling, next week will be a different date at 4 p.m. EST next Saturday. That is not a permanent schedule shift. I have to put a lot of disclaimers because then people
23rd, right?
Yes, the 23rd. This will be a one-time reschedule. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you all next week. I know a few of you are going to TwitchCon. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. I'm
And
excited.
yeah, I hope you guys have a good time.